What up, my people? What's good? What's good? This is Jay Watts midday with you. I know we got a lot of day drivers out there that we don't catch at night. I do a night podcast, and a lot of times, our day drivers got something to say. They're asleep when we're dropping that night podcast. So every once in a while, I try to drop a day one. Today, I got up early. I've been busy doing projects around the house. So I wanted to get up today, drop a podcast for a lot of people who probably got something to say. Wes. Of course you first. When are you not first? Wes, my man Wes right there. And I'm gonna tell you right now, hopefully Wes does this video on his EV golf he has. I really want him to drop that video. I need him to do that. So a lot of people know we have options out there for EVs. What up, Drew? My man Brandon in the house. What's good? And as always, I'm drinking my juice, man. I love my grape juice in the morning. I got to get it going, man. And hey, and like I said, I just wanted to make sure we get a podcast in so a lot of people can speak their minds because we do podcasts at night and a lot of the day drivers are sleeping. So in the daytime, a lot happened yesterday. A lot happened yesterday. And emotions were pretty high. After a live stream yesterday, emotions got pretty high. A lot of people, were upset that drivers weren't heard. We weren't being listened to. And we know right now because we know the temperature of the industry right now. We know what's going on. We got a lot of protests going on. We got a lot of, aggressive protests doing events. And we got a lot of, animosity online, stuff like that going down. So he says, I don't sleep, so I get double the fun. I do it. Cobb Mobile was good, brother. And so I want to make sure, a lot of people understood what's really going on ground level. Like I said, we in the trenches every day when we doing this ride share shit. We in the trenches every day. And I think some people get to the point where they don't understand what's going on. Either they understand it and want to pretend that it's not going on, they just want to ignore it and call it something else, or they don't care. Now, there were some comments made yesterday on a certain live stream, like after the fact. You know how you put the comments in when the live stream ends and everything? And somebody made a comment because everybody was like, well, we had an opportunity. I mean, all these protests are done to get attention. They're done to get attention. That's why people protest. Who are we trying to get the attention of? People like David Risher. That's who we're trying to get the attention of. We ain't trying to get the attention of the next door neighbors. We ain't trying to get the attention of the people at Walmart. We're trying to get the attention of this major executive. That's who we're trying to get saying, hey, man, if you want your company to float, we going to help you float, but you got to help us float. That's who we want to get the attention of. This guy right here. We've been searching to get his attention through protesting, through, emails, through a lot of YouTube videos. And finally, we got his attention. And like I said, we dropped the ball on it. We dropped the ball. Well, we didn't all drop the ball, but we know the ball was dropped. We know what happened. I mean, whoever was on that live knows what happened. I don't got to say the shit. You was there. But to sit there and we finally get the attention of this guy after all the protests we doing, all the yelling and the screaming and everything else. What up, Ruiz? We finally get this guy to sit down and we don't ask him a single thing or give him a single iota about what's going on in the trenches for real. We don't talk about what's really, because this guy don't even know what the base fare is. We had a chance to tell him this is what's going on in the trenches. What up, Don? My man, out in Cali. And that kind of upset a lot of people. And like I said, it upset me too. It upset a lot of people. People were like, oh, I'm unsubbing this channel, man. This channel's bullshit. I'm unsubbing this shit. What up, Game Bites and Bites? And people were hot about it. They were upset about it. And I don't blame y'all because we don't get an opportunity all the time to speak to somebody at that level of the game. We don't get a chance for that. But when that opportunity comes up, we should let them know. You are so high up, you don't know what's going on in the trenches. This is what's going on in the trenches right now. Even like when Daryl was like asked by that news interviewer about how much the ride was, and he was like, yeah, I paid $52 to come just a couple of miles. He was like, oh, really? Oh my God, I didn't know that. These guys don't know what's going on in the trenches. So when you get their attention, when you have them sitting in front of you, you go, hey, listen to these drivers. We had a whole chat full of drivers, a whole chat. And they were all saying the exact same thing over and over and over. And those issues were never brought up. Real trench issues, deep down issues that people are really worried about. We don't care about, Lyft hiring a deactivation team. That's not the big deal. The big deal is being deactivated, period. But a bigger deal is things like we're all out buying these expensive units. Do you know that drivers are out buying expensive vehicles and you guys are pulling Lux off the platform? Do you know that? Do you know that? Yeah, It would have been better. So Andrew, you're right. Andrew says, I think the interview would have been served by having some different voices ask questions, or at minimum, having some of the live chat be exactly. Have some of the live chat be posed. That's why we were there. We were there. We were a force of drivers there saying, hey, man, here are our concerns. In the comments after the whole video was done, somebody straight said, Lux ain't a big deal. They said that shit in the comments. Lux ain't a big deal. You know why it's not a big deal? Because some channels don't do the shit that we do. We in the trenches. And when you don't do what somebody does, you don't understand them. You don't empathize with them. Like I said, I talk about delivery on this channel. I talk about rideshare on this channel. I go off because I do all of this shit. But when you got somebody who don't do it, it's not going to matter to them. Oh, Lux don't matter. That ain't our problem. Lux ain't a problem. What the fuck you mean Lux ain't a problem? Lux don't matter. We got people with millions of dollars of equipment about to be made to drive for $2.62. This is a problem. You can't afford that piece of equipment. And Lyft ain't giving out $500 challenges to everybody every week. They're not giving out $500. So you can't sit up and say, well, just get a challenge. We don't select our challenges. We don't do that. A lot of us don't have that opportunity or that option to sit there and say, oh, I want a $500 challenge this week so I can pay for this car I got. Because if I got a $500 challenge and they told me, Jeff, drive 20 rides for $500, I wouldn't complain about shit. I'd do that 20 rides in one day and wouldn't work for the rest of the week. I'm like, cool, man, I did my little $500. I'll go drive UberX now. I do that shit every week. But we don't get that. We all don't get that luxury. We don't get it. So when you get a luxury like that, you don't empathize with the people that's in the trenches. You don't just say, well, Lux don't matter. Lux ain't a big problem. Lux ain't a deal. Well, you not in the trenches, so of course it don't matter. It don't matter. Get in the trenches and that shit's gonna matter. Because you the one that's got to pay for the car. You got to pay your rent. You got to pay for your food. So it's going to matter to you when you now all of a sudden went from making, $60 an hour down to $19 an hour. That's a whole $41 an hour. $41 an hour over 8 hours is what, $320. You losing $320 a day. A day. Man. And what Brandon say, if the CEO was really interested in making things better, he would have had more than 30 minutes available. Real shit. Because I understand he's a multi-million billionaire person. He could have had one of his assistants on too. Say, hey, I'm going to be on for 30, but I got my assistant that can answer more questions. So my assistant is going to be here too. Because we had Chris there with Sergio. It ain't wrong to have an extra person there. It ain't wrong to have an extra person. Be like, I'm going to be there with you, but I'm going to have my assistant too. So if you guys really want to know something, talk to my VP. My VP is right here next to me. And like I said, I got to get going, but he can keep answering questions for you guys. They ain't do no shit like that because we're not, like I said, I tell people all the time, they be like, man, fuck them drivers. We ain't worried about them drivers. They say that shit all the time in actions, not even words. And Andrew at the service, LA is a big market, but it's a wide world out there of rideshare drivers. And I think having some diversity in regions, platforms like Regular, Lux, etc., would have been helpful. Real shit. Real shit. And I'm sitting there like, with the 2 or 3 or 4 questions that were posed, only one of them was a good one. 25% of the questions were good. One question was, hey, why are the fucking base fares still that low? I think that's a valid question. That's a very valid question. Because when the prices of groceries and everything else is being marked up, all the prices are being marked up. Everything's being marked up except our fare. So, yeah, I think that's a very valid question. Good question. But it's a lot of people out there who are driving right now who literally went unheard. We're protesting for a reason. Nobody's protesting because we don't get paid for when a customer goes, hey, can you wait for me for a couple of minutes? I'll be right out. Nobody's protesting that shit. Either we wait for them or we don't. That's an easy goddamn decision to make. But that's when you got a multi-billion-dollar guy sitting in front of you and that's the level of questions you got. We got a problem now. We got a problem. So a lot of drivers walked away yesterday feeling unsatisfied, feeling still like their voice hasn't been heard. Still feeling like, we don't have a voice in this community that's for drivers. We don't have a voice for drivers. We got channels out there that are good for drivers to view because it talks about rideshare, but does it talks about how do we fix our problems? How do we get to the meat of our problems? How do we deal with the everyday trench shit that we dealing with? We don't got them kind of channels. Like I said, when I started rideshare way long time ago, before I even started my channel, I didn't get any education in rideshare. It was a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of gimmicks and tricks and sorcery and fuckery and all kind of shit on all these rideshare channels. It wasn't shit to pay attention to that could help me. It was just telling you how to turn the app on, how to turn the app off. how to minimize the screen with the app on, like basic shit like that. But when we out here really trying to make money, you got rent in 3 days. You got rent coming up in 3 days. You getting throttled like a motherfucker to where you can't even make money. That's a problem. You're available, willing to work, but you're getting throttled because you don't want to take no bullshit rides. A great question would have been, why do drivers get throttled for declining rides that are not profitable to them? If Lyft says that we don't have to take every ride, Uber says we don't have to take every ride, then why are we punished for doing that? That would have been a great question. Why are we throttling drivers when we're out trying to make money? Man, real shit, Brandon. Love to see a live stream of him dealing with real shit. Real shit. And a solution looking for a problem to solve. That's real. Solution looking for a problem to solve. Real. I mean, all he did was tell us some basic shit that Lyft was planning on. We didn't give him nothing to take back to his base camp. We didn't give him nothing to take back. Like, hey, here's a message for the people at base camp. Here you go. So when you don't get people to take shit back to the base camp thinking is everything is fine in the world of drivers. Oh, they ain't tell you nothing. No, they ain't tell us shit. Everything must be going good. We're doing amazing, guys. Keep up the great work here at Lyft. We're doing amazing. Nobody had a single fucking complaint. Everything was good. We told them we were going to try to, get these deactivation things solved a lot faster. It's like they never asked you why they're even getting deactivated. Nope, they never asked me why. I just told them, we're going to solve them faster. And they was like, okay, they were happy about it. It's like, no, we're not happy about it because that's not what we're concerned about. When you don't know the temperature of the market, when you don't know what's going on in the fucking streets, that's the kind of interview you end up with. Because a lot of people that's in these streets every day was in that chat saying, please ask him this. And it was the same question over and over and over and over again, completely ignored. How to catch a desperate driver video dropping soon. Hell yeah. And ain't nobody who was on that video, who watched that video, feel any differently about Lyft. They don't make you feel like you want to drive for them more or less. It was a blah motherfucking video. It was blah. And a lot of people, oh, I love David Risher. He's a great guy. Motherfucker, David Risher don't pay my utility bill. Liking that motherfucker does not pay my car note. Liking that motherfucker does not put groceries in my fridge. I don't have no feelings about him. Fuck him. I drive Lyft. I like money. That's what I like. I like money because I need to pay my bills. Give a fuck about liking him. He ain't got to like me. I ain't got to like him. I like money. I like my bills paid. I like to wake up with no stress. I like to know that I can get in my car, go out and drive, get some lucrative rides, not get throttled, make good money, not get surge baited, not get tip baited. That's what I like. I like David Risher. Fuck him. Fuck him. Because he's saying that shit to me when he says, oh, we're doing away with the Lux program. Fuck Jeff. That's what he told me. He told me that shit first. He said, fuck Jeff first. So when I say fuck David, I mean it. Because the motherfucker looking at my car like, nice car, glad you got it. But we'd rather you drive your shit on the same level as a fucking Prius or something like that. Fuck you. So I'm like, if you tell me fuck you with actions, I could tell you fuck you with my mouth. Because actions to me speak louder than words. You putting my car on a base fucking tier is saying fuck you in a major way. It's a lot of us out there driving luxury cars now that's going to be dropping down to base tiers. That's a big fuck you if you ask me. I don't like you. I don't gotta like you. He looks like an amazing guy. He's a great guy. I'd love to have him at the fucking barbecue. Fuck him. I'm not that type of guy. I'm real, dog. I'm down to earth. I'm real. I'm in these motherfucking trenches. I'm not trying to be nobody's fucking friend. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have a past due notice on my bill. When I leave my house, I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking for money when I walk out this fucking house. So I'm not sitting around worried about who the fuck likes me if I can talk to this guy. Fuck that. How much money can I make? What up, Mark Cleveland? And this is what I want to do. I want to go out this house and make money. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. If you're a rider that don't like me, I could give a shit less. Pay me. That's it. The ride was worth the money. I took the ride. I don't like you. I don't like you either. Have a great day, motherfucker. It ain't about me liking you. It's about me making sure that past due don't show up on my motherfucking bill. That's what this shit's really about. So I keep it about that. It's business. It ain't shit personal. And I tell people that in a lot of my videos, this shit is business. This shit ain't personal. This shit ain't personal. Oh, y'all done got Jay Jackson started. Samuel up in this motherfucker. But I'm one of those real drivers, you know what I'm saying? Because, and a lot of people, we're all used to not be executives and shit. We all used to not be, business owners. Some of us were just drivers and that's it. So we got to empathize with what we're doing right now. Not what we used to do. I used to be an executive. Does it look like I give a fuck about executives right now? I really don't. I'm a driver right now. This is what my life is focused on. I'm not trying to be another executive. I'm not trying to be cool with these motherfuckers. I'm trying to make sure that we eat the same way they eat. Because I used to eat up there. I know what the food fucking tastes like up there. It don't taste like no motherfucking mashed potatoes. I know what the food tastes like up there. I used to eat up there. Now I'm down here trying to eat. And we the ones doing the actual fucking work. Feed me right. Feed me right. Don't feed me no motherfucking scraps. 30% of the fare, 25% of the fare. Don't feed me no fucking scraps. That's what the problem is. It ain't got shit to do with what that interview was about. We know what the problem is because when you in these streets driving, you feel it. You feel it. When you go out in these streets and you at the motherfucking gas pump and you're like, oh shit, this motherfucker's gonna go over $60 and you only making 120 a day, you feel it. You fucking feel it. These motherfuckers don't feel it. They out of touch. They out of touch with reality. We live this reality. Motherfuckers is protesting right now. He wasn't asked a single question. Hey, David, have you seen or heard anything about these protests and what they're about? Because that shit was glossed over. We got real motherfucking problems out here. All that shit's glossed over. So when you gloss over a whole community that's sitting in your motherfucking chat going, hey, make sure you're not a voice for what the fuck is going on in the chat. The chat is speaking. You are not representing the chat. I need a motherfucking t-shirt that says, I represent the chat. That's going to be my next motherfucking shirt. I represent the chat. Because all these motherfuckers in the chat are more important than just me and what I give a fuck about. Because I'm just one fucking person. Whether or not I'm just happy to be on screen with a motherfucker or what. I'm just one person. I represent the chat. So I'm going to look at the chat and be like, hold up, man. I got some questions in this chat. And this is a good ass question right here. Dude, what the fuck is going on with Lux? Hey, what the fuck is going on with all these phantom surges? Why does support take 2-3 hours to get us our money? Why? I mean, I support the chat. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers yesterday was like, you know what? I don't think this channel was representing me. I got to get the fuck up out of here. A lot of people's even commenting that shit. I got to get the fuck up out of here because it was getting people mad to sit there and have this multi-million-dollar sitting in front of us who has no idea what the fuck we doing. No idea. He don't even know what the base fare is. And we had every opportunity. We didn't have to protest to get this motherfucker. We didn't have to hold a picket sign. We didn't have to do shit to get this motherfucker's attention. We had him in our sights like a motherfucking deer in the field. We had him in our sights. We could have hit his ass with some good questions. Man, the Dolphins, man, I'd love to be in your team, Jeff. I mean, Dolphins, I'm like Jeffries. Man, I'd love to be on your team too, brother. Shit. Because you're a real driver. You get out there and you do this shit. You understand what it takes to make a fucking bill disappear. It takes work to make a bill disappear. Clout don't make a bill disappear. That motherfucking bill's still going to be there. The bill ain't left my table yet. The bill is sitting there. Work makes that bill disappear. And when I go to work, I would like the money to make that bill disappear. Because if I ain't making the money, that bill don't disappear. Another bill shows up. Now I got 2 of those motherfuckers sitting there. Now, if I don't work enough, now I got 3 of those motherfuckers sitting there. Now I got 5 bills sitting there and my landlord beating on the motherfucking door like, dog, you're 3 days late. What's good? I'm still driving Lyft. You at the gas pump. Damn, $60 again? Holy shit. We're in a cycle of paying fucking bills. We're in a cycle of paying bills. That's it. And if these guys don't know as drivers that we really make the money for the company, because if we don't take the offer, if we don't take the offer that they're sending us, the request, they don't get paid. That's what I would have told his ass. You know that if we don't take any requests, you guys don't get any money. You know, if we just keep declining shit, you're not going to get any money. Put his ass on the fucking hot seat. Put him on the defensive. Be like, oh, really? Yeah, if we don't take any rides, you guys won't make any money. So you guys are really making money because we're accepting rides. We like to accept rides that are paying us money. That's what we would like. There's ways to get these people, all these drivers, heard. There's ways to make these voices heard. And I'm tired of people sitting on their motherfucking ivory towers with their nice ass motherfucking microphones, 1080p fucking cameras. All these goddamn PCs around running 2,000 terabytes of motherfucking RAM and shit. Like they ain't got a problem. Motherfucker, this ain't about you. I represent the chat. Who's in the fucking chat? That's who I'm talking about. The people out here struggling. Be a voice for a motherfucker if you want to be a voice for a motherfucker. But don't say, oh, I'm a leader in the community. I'm the voice of the community. But you turn around and say, well, Lux don't really matter. Lux ain't really a problem. Who the fuck are you talking to? You definitely not talking to Lux drivers, because we're not driving for fucking 262 with the bills we own these fucking cars. And it's not as easy as going out and say, well, just go trade the car in. Just get rid of it. Go trade it in. Everybody credit that 800, motherfucker. Everybody ain't sitting on no 800 credit. It was probably hell to get that motherfucking car. And now motherfucker be, oh, just go trade it in. Go get something cheaper. That's like telling a motherfucker in the hood, just move out of this place. There's mansions for sale all in my neighborhood. Mansions all around. Just come live in my neighborhood. Just move out of the hood. It's easy. It's so easy. Just get a U-Haul. Move into my neighborhood. We got mansion next door available. Motherfucker, people don't move like that in reality. Motherfuckers don't move like that. We don't just one day go to a car lot and trade our motherfucking car. No. You might be upside down negative equity. You got to come up with fucking 20 G's to get out of this motherfucker. You got 20 G's? Not everybody has 20 G's just laying around. You got to understand who the fuck you representing. And a lot of times people get so high up, they forget about the motherfuckers that's still in the trenches. They forget about that shit. I left corporate and I got back in the trenches because I feel more comfortable in the trenches. I was born in the trenches. My whole family's in the trenches. I love it down here because I get a chance to fucking work. I get a chance to fucking be a benefit. See a motherfucker smiling when you pick them up in a clean ass car. And give a fuck about, oh, you know, my title on my job. Fuck my title on my job. I'm a driver. All my shirts say driver. I'm a driver, not a chauffeur, not a pilot. No, I'm a driver, motherfucker. That's what I do. Love it. Big Horn Kev. Kev's 308 said, Jeff for mayor. The mayor of Rideshareville. Fuck that. Kev said, I was out after the first question when he couldn't answer why for 5 years 262 hasn't changed the minimum trip, and he danced around it. I said the same thing, Kev. He was dancing around a lot of shit. I mean, the video is there for all to see. You can't undo it. The video is there. It's cemented in fucking history, documented in fucking history. It's sitting there. Keep adding, go add likes to the motherfucker, add views to the motherfucker. Let them get paid off the motherfucker. Because we basically sat there watching a motherfucker eat a salad. Eat a Caesar salad is what we sat and watched. We in the streets eating mashed potatoes watching this motherfucker eat a Caesar salad. Go help them with that fucking video. Go add views to that motherfucker. Let them get paid off that motherfucker because we ain't making no money any other way. And that first question, man, it threw people. And he kept coming up with that lame. I only been here for like 6 months. Motherfucker, Coach Dion didn't say that shit. Well, I only been here for 1 year, or I ain't even been here for a season yet. We should be losing. We were 1-11 at first, so we should be losing. We should be losing. Yeah, it's okay to lose. No, you come in with a winner's motherfucking attitude. You don't put a term limit on shit. Well, only been here for this long. Understand why I'm getting my ass kicked, because only been here for this. No, you come in the door to dominate. You come in the door to take over. That's what you got to do. What did the Marble say? This job is rife with danger. I accepted the danger. Pay me for the work I did. 262 minimum fare is unacceptable. 60 cents per mile is unacceptable. Taking my tips is unacceptable. That's real shit right there. That's real. And where you are, the minimum fare is 402. Where I am is 262. And it's like, wait a minute. Bighorn said, why would I trade in my car? But I'm outright to take another payment and raise my bottom line and cut into my profit line. Real shit. Real shit. And all these are actual issues that people were willing to talk about, and they had them all in the chat. We were talking about tips being stolen. He probably has no fucking idea our tips be stolen. He probably say, you know what? Maybe we should hire an internal investigation team on that. Yeah, maybe you should. Because if you're going to hire an internal team for deactivations and shit like that, hire an internal team that talks about why our fucking tips are stolen. Hire that. We'd like to see that. Because if he says, I'm going to hire a new internal audit team, and we call it contractor audit. And what we do at contractor audit is you call in when you have an issue, like if you don't see a tip or something like that, we go into the system and we show you exactly what we see on our screen. Because if we 100% legit, if we on the up and up and we ain't got shit to hide, we can show you the screen. We can show you the screen we on. Hey, this is the screen we're on right now. This shows what the person paid. This is showing what our fees was. This is showing whether or not they tipped. This is the customer payment screen. This is their screen. Because if we have a screenshot of what the customer fucking paid, I mean, we can always be like, well, your screen is wrong because I'm sitting right next to the customer. They're saying that they paid $40. Your screen is showing that they paid $32. So why does their screen say 40? Your screen says 32. That's how we audit shit. That's how we audit. Contractors should have the ability to audit. We don't have that. So we have no foot to stand on when we walk into this motherfucking room. Yeah, I didn't know it was paying $260. That shit's crazy, man. You walk into a job and not know a lot. And I'm like, you know, if you, and the fact that he says that he's driving, that he drives too. If he drives too, you telling me this motherfucker's never seen a base fare. If he drives too, and he told us he didn't know $262 was the minimum fare. I'm sorry. How can you say you drive, but you don't know what the minimum fare is? If you're a driver, you know, because I guarantee. And if the algorithm is really random as it should be, you would have gotten $262 fares. You would have saw that. You would have been like, damn, $2.62. What the hell kind of ride is this? What up, J77? Good morning, my brother. You would have known that. If you were really a driver, you would have known that. Because there's not a single driver I don't know on Lyft who hasn't had a base fare hit their phone and be like, damn, that's the base fare? We all get the base fare hits to see if we are sucker enough to take it. We all get it. So yeah, it was a lot, you know. A lot of people were, it's like Bighorn Kev said. He said he was out after the first question. I see that shit in a lot of comments around the internet, just looking at everybody talking about that interview. A lot of people, man, I had to walk away from that shit. Man, I had to unsub that motherfucking channel after that. If those are the kind of reactions you're getting and you're paying attention to the climate of the drivers in this fucking community, those are the kind of reactions you're getting, you might need to check yourself and be like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? We're losing support by doing the shit we do. The annex that we're doing is losing support. It ain't gaining support. We're losing support. I mean, you can implode. Somebody else is saying, hey, man, that channel might fucking implode after that interview. I mean, it's a gift and a curse. Sometimes that shit's a gift and a curse. You get good clout on that motherfucker. You got a big name on that motherfucker. You getting some clout. You're like, dude, check this shit out. We validated. Look who we got on this motherfucker. We pimping. Look at us. But that shit could be a curse too, because you handled the situation wrong. And everybody's like, you had one of the biggest motherfuckers on there. And this is all we got. I mean, you got to think about it. Rockets can go only so high up because those motherfuckers do come crashing down. I mean, I used to tell my kids that shit when we used to play football. Hey, rockets go up, but they always come crashing down. Climb steady, because you go straight the fuck up, it's a long way back down. Climb steady. Make sure you got some grounding up under you. And what he said, and Ashley said the same thing. She only watched like 10 minutes. For real, man. 10 minutes, and a lot of people's like, yeah, this is bullshit. We out. It's not even what we thought it was. Adolph said, Lyft Luxury is my favorite platform, but UberX with surge prices are showing me the money. And said, yeah, and I said that shit on a couple of videos ago. I was like, damn, UberX is paying me more than Lux is paying me. What the hell? UberX was killing that night, man. I had to stay on UberX. And hell, their training videos show you how to find what goes in all their pricing and how to find it. And see, I would just want to know what customers pay. Like, I want to see an actual screen showing everything. And we can ask them, can we compare it to the customers, like actual phone screen? Because I like to see when these motherfuckers tip, where's our money going? If it's in limbo, if it's like hanging in some like little closing account, where's our money really going? Because it ain't always coming to us. I guarantee it ain't always coming to us. J7 said, I stayed there and kept trying to tell the NPC, Chris, tell Sergio to ask him about Lux. Exactly. We were spamming, asking about Lux. Yeah, and then some motherfuckers in the comments after the video was talking about Lux ain't that important. Lux ain't important. But that's why I tell motherfuckers, that is not a driver's channel. A driver would understand drivers with an S on it. They would understand drivers. All drivers don't drive the base tier. Some drive black, some drive Lux, some drive, Uber Freight. Who the fuck knows? Some do delivery. Drivers has an S on it. So you don't look directly at a group of motherfucking drivers who supporting your channel and tell them all, y'all tier don't matter. It's not that important anyways. How can you say that shit as a driver? How can you say that as a driver to another driver? Your tier is not important anyways. No, every tier is fucking important. The money's important. So when somebody says that, you got to start thinking at that moment, who the fuck are you here for? Who are you here for? Yourself? Are you here for yourself? Who are you here for? Because this whole chat was full of motherfuckers, man. It's a whole chat full of fucking people. asking questions over and over and over. Ignored. And that's why I don't see why half these motherfucking channels got live streams. What do you think the chat is for? The chat is real live time where you can interact with the creator. You can interact with them. If you ain't doing no interaction with them, just fucking close the chat and just talk about what the fuck you gonna talk about and let motherfuckers watch you talk. If that's what it's all about. Or just make a fucking video and post a video. You ain't paying attention to the chat any fucking ways. Yeah, that's right, Immortal. If you're a Lux driver, it's important because Lux drivers are putting up 25,000, 30,000, 40,000 for these vehicles. We're not going out buying, $3,000 vehicles, $6,000 vehicles. I mean, we're paying 35,000, 40,000 because we want to be on a tier that where somebody's going to dinner or somebody's leaving a symphony or somebody's leaving a show or a group of business people want to pull up to a meeting. That's the tier. That's the tier we drive on. So for people that don't drive on that tier, they can't empathize with us. They look at us like, oh, well, you guys are greedy. No, greedy is not like your mortgage. If your mortgage is on your house at this rate, you can't say somebody with a bigger mortgage than yours is greedy. You don't need to be living in a house that big. You should just come live in my neighborhood. My mortgage is only $1,000. Why are you paying $2,500? Just come live in my neighborhood. You don't need more money. Not everybody maybe want to live in your fucking neighborhood. Not everybody wants to drive a base car sometimes. Not everybody wants to buy, a Nissan Altima or a Versa or a Chevy Cruze or something like that. People want to drive like a Lincoln Navigator, a Suburban, a Escalade. They want to drive that because they want to show up and pick up all of the people at the dinner. They want to pick up everybody in one shot. That's what they want to drive. This is my comments got blocked. You was probably asking some real fucking questions. I don't know. You was probably asking some real shit. Yeah. But since Sergio and Chris aren't even a Lux driver, why even ask? Yeah, it's like, that's not a driver's channel. Drivers has an S on it. That is a certain type of driver channel. That channel is dedicated to a certain type of driver. Not all. Not all. It's a certain type of driver. Because if you're a driver with an S on it and a motherfucker say, hey, man, Uber Black, and somebody say, man, Uber Black ain't no big deal. Ain't nobody worried about Uber Black. Ain't nobody worried about fucking Lux. What kind of driver you are? We do base tier over here. We only base tier. We don't worry about that shit. We only worry about what we drive. We don't worry about what you drive. Even when people ask me questions. Yeah, exactly. I never subbed that pretentious channel. When people ask me questions, I respond to them. I don't say, man, that shit don't even fucking matter. Why you asking me that shit? I say, you know what? This is the tier I drive, but this channel over here, they got more drivers that drive that, and they do DoorDash, or they do this, they do Uber Black. This is a guy who actually has a Tesla, who you can go talk to him about a Tesla. This is his channel. I give a motherfucker a reference. I give him a reference because I don't want to leave this driver hanging in limbo by saying, motherfucker, I don't drive no Tesla. Quit asking me shit. I don't do people. That's dirty. Why would you do a motherfucker like that? I'd be like, you know what? I don't drive a Tesla, but if you go look up Uberlip Nick, you go look up, Wes over at Taz Gaming, he's got this Golf EV. You go look up this channel, he's got one. Driven Dad Tony, he's got a Tesla. Go look up all these channels with Teslas and ask them questions about your Tesla. Hope you get that shit worked out, brother. And that's how you handle the situation. You don't be like, oh, we don't worry about that shit because we don't drive that shit. Well, fuck you too, motherfucker. Shit. If it's like that. Adolphus, it was probably Petty Pedro. He doesn't even do Lyft. No idea why he was there. Maybe he wanted to get a new sponsor like Solo. But I'll tell you, man, like I said, when you turn on the light, the motherfucking moths come around. When you turn on the light in the middle of the night, you see all these motherfucking bugs flying around this motherfucker. They ain't nowhere to be found until you turn on that light. David Risher was that light. When you turn on that motherfucking light, you don't get a whole, because on regular chats, on regular videos, on regular shit, you don't see these motherfucking moths around because there ain't no light. It ain't no light. They wait till the light is clicked on. Oh shit, David Risher. All the moths want their name to be seen. All the moths is on the fucking chat now. Motherfuckers ain't been around in 3 fucking months, 4 months. Now all of a sudden oh shit, I didn't even know you was on this channel, dog. I didn't know you was on this channel. And real shit, I mean, if you want to keep it 100, I'm dead serious. If you want to keep it 100, because I don't bullshit no fucking body, you can ask the rideshare guy what day I subbed. I subbed yesterday, right before that chat started. I couldn't chat unless I was a subscriber. Ask those motherfuckers, what day did Jeff sub your page? Screenshot it and send it to me. That motherfucker will say September the 26th, 2023. That's what it'll say. Because I couldn't chat unless I was subbed. So I had to sub. Like I said, I keep it 100 over here. I ain't got time to fuck with nobody. I keep it 100. And I'm not going to lie to y'all no bullshit. A lot of channels I don't fuck with, not because I just don't fuck with them, just because they just not on that level yet. That mental level. I'm not a clout chasing motherfucker. I don't get on nobody's channel. You can invite me to your shit. I don't give a fuck how many subs you got. I don't fuck with you like that. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need that shit. You can get a lot of people to look at you, man. Come on over here. I got a lot of people to look at you, man. I don't need no motherfuckers looking at me. I got 38 motherfuckers. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because it's about who's in the fucking chat, who wants to make money, who wants to go out and do this shit for real. Ain't about all these raggedy motherfucking moths just because the light got turned on, all these moths flying around all of a fucking sudden. Fuck that. Keep the lights out. I'm a night driver. Keep the lights out. I prefer the dark. I don't need no motherfucking lights on around me because moths come around. When you too fucking bright, you got all these bugs flying around you. Fuck that. I don't do that. Yeah, and Big Orange says, I have to admit it. I get tips in a timely manner if I don't get them right away. If they show up, $5 and cents, it was percentage or just even dollar. Yeah. And I get that a lot, man. And I get that a lot. Doughboy says, I'm repping number 38. Hell yeah, number 38. And a lot of my tips, like over the past couple of weeks, have actually been coming through, which is shocking. Shocking. Because over the summer, that shit was dry as a motherfucker. I haven't got videos showing me driving 25 motherfucking rides, getting like either 3 or 5 tips. Out of 2 days of driving, I got like 5 fucking tips. All motherfucking trips. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. But like I said, YouTube is a platform. That's all it is. We all the same motherfuckers, man. Just because somebody ain't got a microphone and ain't got a camera don't mean they ain't nobody. We just are vocal about the shit. I'm a spokesperson. I'll speak on shit because I don't give a fuck. I speak on shit all the time. And I don't have to bite my tongue or tuck my tail and all that shit no more. I'm not corporate. I don't deal with nobody over me. I don't got no fucking umbrella that I got to be up under. Fuck that. I'm out in the rain with these motherfuckers. I'm in a thunderstorm. I'm getting wet in this motherfucker. So I can say what I want to say. Man, it's just, yeah, bro, you a real one. I don't use the one the Lord chose. Doing God's work. I'm doing God's work. I'm just kidding. I'm in the back cussing out motherfuckers and putting shit in my seat. I'm doing the Lord's work. Man. Yeah. And I'm real with the shit because we human, man. We all wake the fuck up the same way by opening our eyes. We walk to the bathroom, take a piss, brush our teeth. We go to the kitchen, see what we gonna get for breakfast. Ain't nobody better than no fucking body. Just because you're doing it in a different house that I'm doing it, don't make you better than me. You could be doing it in an apartment, in a condo, in a mansion, in a townhouse. You could be doing it anywhere. We doing the same shit when we wake up. We just in different bodies. All of us is a source of fucking energy. That's all we are. Where you put that energy does not make a difference. You could put me in a black body, a white body, a Chinese body. I'm gonna still sound like this. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, wing, wing, ching, wing, motherfucker. Karate chop your motherfucking ass. And I'm Chinese like a motherfucker. He be like, that's Jeff. Hi, man, that ain't Jeff, man. I'm telling you, dude, that's Jeff. That's how Jeff act, man. Man, that's a Chinese dude. That's Jeff. We energy. That's all we are is energy. That's it. Jay said, I respect that. Because you don't give a fuck. You call people out when needed. Yeah. He said, when I saw that big ass mustache over Sergio's head, I knew we were doomed. All of us drivers go with this app. Yeah. And that's what it is sometimes, man. You can tell a lot of times when shit's gonna go a certain way. And even in the video I made before the live stream, I said, this is what we should probably be expecting right now. We should probably be expecting it. What up, Uberlip Nick? Yeah, and he dropped a review on it too. His review was pretty spot on. He was cool about that shit. But with the energy that we all got, we shouldn't have to put ourselves under umbrellas and be scared to fucking speak up about reality. We live in this reality. This ain't a motherfucking simulation. This is reality. What we were watching last night was the simulation. We had an NPC involved in every fucking thing. It was a complete simulation. Reality was going on in the chat. Reality was all up and down in the chat. We was watching a simulation. Motherfucking NPC was sitting there like, and a lot of people were complaining, not me. Like I said, I say shit because it's 100 and it's real. That's why I say shit. But a lot of people was complaining that Sergio spoke too much. He should have asked a question and dropped it. Because the way he did that one was like he was talking to just random motherfuckers on any goddamn live he do. He should have asked a question, dropped it, let him answer. Let him fucking put himself in a hole. But it was like, he asked a question. He gave this huge example. He gave this fucking life story. He gave this and that. By the time David was ready to ask the question, it was time's out. Sorry. Next question. It was very lackluster. And I'm not the only one that think that, so motherfuckers can't come down on me saying Jeff will use it. Motherfucker, everybody said it. Check everybody on that shit then. Everybody said it. We know what the fuck we looking at. And just because people are a certain person, hey, watch out for those mothball offers from Uber and Lyft. Motherfucker. The mothballs offers. The NPC simulation live. Man, I'm glad you on today, big brother. We need this before the Beyonce concert. Real shit, brother. Real shit. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uber Lyft Nick, my man. Gotta throw the man throwing out some tips. Hey, that's what like I said, man, I try to throw out energy, man. Because drivers have been overlooked in this community. And I said that shit in videos way long time ago. People have been undervaluing us. Oh, you guys can afford this? Oh my God, you can afford this? You're just a driver. Acting like our opinions don't matter, our voices don't matter, acting like we don't fucking matter. Yesterday was an illustration of that. People were too fucking big to listen to what was going on in the chat because we ain't nothing but drivers. Don't listen to those motherfuckers. Fuck them. They're just drivers. They're in the chat. They're just drivers. They ain't on our level. They ain't on our level. And that's a problem that a lot of drivers are realizing. When you hop in on these gig tubers pages and they're so fucking far above you, they don't even fucking see you. People do that shit to us every day. Every day when we out in these streets, motherfuckers act like they don't see us. Damn, you afford this car? What else do you do for a living? Oh, damn, you do this and that? What else you do for a living? This can't be the only thing you do. We get overlooked all the fucking time. To come home, to get on our computers and then be overlooked by motherfuckers we support. Come on, man. How you gonna overlook the motherfuckers you claim you representing? You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not cool shit. And I say what it is, man. I'm like Dino, saying it like it is. I'm like Dino. Sometimes you got to say that shit like what it is, man. Because if you don't say it, people going to pretend it's not there. Just like yesterday in the chat. If you don't say shit, motherfuckers going to pretend. They don't pretend that we weren't out protesting for the past 2-3 fucking weeks. We ain't out been protesting shit. Past few weeks, we ain't complaining about tips, complaining about looks. Motherfuckers completely ignored the reality that we live in and acted like we was in a fucking simulation. Like this shit ain't real. This ain't all the shit that they're doing ain't real. This is a simulation. No, it's not. No, we live in a fucking reality and we wanted to talk about it. We had the attention of the one person who we feel could have made a difference. If we don't think he could have made a difference, then why the fuck was he on? To waste our time? Clout chase? If we don't think he could make a difference, why was he on? Should we have had the janitor on, the fucking receptionist on, the goddamn AR representative on, the accounts payable representative? Who do we have to have on that can make a difference? Because we had somebody on that we thought could make a difference, and we gave him nothing to take back to camp. Nothing. Bighorn Kev. He was trying to gain respect for being a CEO, but that came on a live chat. That felt like it was being read off a teleprompter. Real shit. Real shit. He already had his stuff already pre-programmed. He was ready. Driver in Denver, Colorado, thanks for being on live. I've been looking for a driver community. Also, love the shirt with the ride share rule. That's right, brother. High profits over high AR. And I wish, Captain Man, I wish he would have said on the chat yesterday, on that live yesterday, we got a lot of drivers thinking that if they decline rides, they're going to be punished, that they're going to be deactivated. Is that true? And just ask it and leave it. Let the CEO himself say, no, that's not true. We don't deactivate people for low AR. Let him fucking say it. We've been talking about all of this shit in the ride share community, and ain't nothing we ever talked about and had problems with in all these videos and comment sections we made was brought up yesterday. Not a single fucking thing. We living in a simulation. I'm convinced. I'm fucking convinced. NPCs and every fucking thing. This shit can't be real. Mr. Fields said, bottom line, corporate doesn't care. It's about their bottom line, money in their pockets. Real shit. Real shit. And when they look at their bottom line, we as drivers are looking at our bottom line. We can tell him as a CEO, man, we can help you as a company stay afloat. But if you take away our Lux platform, you're going to lose a lot of drivers. They're already saying they're leaving if you pull Lux on October the 18th. They're all leaving. Do you want to have that many drivers go over to UberX to help them out? Do you want that? And that motherfucker would have been like, for real, they're really talking about leaving? Yeah, they talking about leaving. You don't even know what the base rate is. I'm pretty sure you don't know what the fuck is going on in the community. Because if you knew what was going on in the community, your ass would have known that $262 was the base fare. You have no idea what's going on. So that's why we bring the fucking fire to him. He at camp. We bringing the fire. This is a campfire. And when his ass is done, then he can go back and say, hey, do you guys know that once we close down Lux, a lot of drivers are planning on leaving and going over to UberX? Do you know that? Really? Yeah. Thank you, Winner. I appreciate that, ladies. You helped me make so much more money and have so much less wear and tear on my car. Thanks again, Jeff. Appreciate the work you do on this channel. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me because I know how you feel because I'm in my garage, tires and shit stacked up, brakes on the shelf already waiting to be put on, exhaust systems and mufflers and shit laying all over the place. I know how you feel because when you out there driving, wear and tear is important. I'm tired of putting parts on my fucking car. Doc, thank you. This for all the motherfuckers who don't tip Jeff. You funny. No tip, no trip. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Doc, I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for all the motherfuckers who don't tip Jeff. No, but for real, Winner, that's the thing. I feel you, and I needed to find a way to stop beating on my motherfucking car for pennies on a dollar. So once I started feeling like I'm finding a way, I wanted to share that way with other people to say, hey, you know what? And even last year, I was making videos last year saying short trips are the big business. And I was saying that last year. And those videos didn't get real like good hits and stuff like that, which is cool. But it was like slowly starting to build into me doing more short trips and figuring out how this shit really worked. Once summertime hit, it really helped out a lot because I wasn't willing to put a lot of wear and tear on my car, put a lot of gas in this car if I wasn't making the income. And so the income I was making, kind of like you said, it started feeling like more money because you're spending less on fuel, less on repairs, less time in the car, actually, but your bank account balance is slowly getting bigger and bigger. And you're like, holy shit, I'm not spending all my money because it's slowly getting bigger. It's slowly stacking. And you're like, shit, usually about this time of the month, I only got like about $350. What the fuck? I'm up to like $980 still sitting in the fucking bank. What the fuck? And it slowly starts creeping up. And you just have to keep doing that over and over. Like I said, my bank balance at the end of last year was at a certain amount. This year, not a lot has been added because it's been such a slow year. So I'm still working on last year's money. I have last year's money that I'm living on right now. Savings, basically savings. Because I'm not making a whole lot of money this year because of how slow the summer went. The spring was booming. Made money in the spring. That helped me float through the summer. I'm almost back at the level I was at last December right now. So I'm living off of savings. But because I'm driving smarter, it's not eating into my savings so deep that I'm nervous about it. I'm not nervous about it now. Now I feel like I could just do this. I can go out, 5 hours tomorrow, 10 hours tomorrow, do another 5 hours. I'm going to keep doing it. Thanks, Bighorn Kev. I'm a daytime person, but your techniques that increase my profit line and decrease the bottom line. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, Kev, for the $5, man. Real shit. Real shit. And that's how we do, man. Like I said, we've got to increase our profits. And that's what we need to talk. Like this guy's talking about, I don't know what the driver's costs are. Because you're not involved in what we do. You're not in the trenches. The moment he would have said that on the live stream, I don't know what the driver's costs are. I've got to look into what the driver's costs are. I would have been like, just ask any employee in your building how you living. Did your rent go up? Did your food prices go up? Did your insurance go up? That's the cost of a driver. We ain't no different. We all the same people, just in different houses. That's it. So to think that a driver is anything less than the motherfucker sitting in that cubicle across from you, that's your problem. We are not devalued. We always undervalue. So stop devaluing us. We're not low class, low end people, low skill, no skill, need to get a real job. No, we're business people who analyze shit. All we do is wake up with a different energy. We wake up with an energy saying, I want to help people today. I want to help people get their food delivered to them. I want to help people get from point A to point B. I want to do that shit in a clean car, good music playing, detailed. I want to help people by doing it like that. You ain't nothing but a driver. You ain't got to devalue me, motherfucker. You ain't got to devalue me. It's enough shit that I got to deal with in this world called bills. I got bills to deal with. Those devalue me every day. Glitch Dash in the house. And Glitch Dash is another person who actually helped change the landscape of the gig space. And I'll say that shit for real, because y'all know me, man. I keep it 100. But Glitch Dash and Jeff Thomas Black, two motherfuckers, like I said, don't nobody know who the fuck these people are. Nobody knows who they are. But they helped change the landscape of the rideshare space and the gig community space, because they making motherfuckers accountable, validated, And once you start holding people accountable for what they putting out as far as what content is and what they're doing, you start making people feel accountable. The rideshare community gets stronger. Drivers get stronger. Everybody starts saying, okay, this shit's real. It's real money. It's real expenses. It's real danger. It's a lot of real shit going on out here. Oh, no problem, Glitch Dash, brother. You know it, man. Hey, from day one, I said I appreciate what you was doing. And he's a different guy than me. He maybe was doing things differently than how I would have did them. He was probably doing something differently than how I would have did them, but I technically do the same thing he do. I just do it through email. That's all. He knows it. Everybody, I do my shit through email. Anybody who's emailed me knows I do the same shit he do. I do it through email. I level the fucking playing field. He just did it out in the open. That's all. So I ain't no different than him. He was making people accountable for what the fuck was going on in this community. And they didn't like it. They didn't like it. But I liked it. Because if you're going to help drivers out, if you're going to help motherfuckers in the chat, I represent the chat. Then we're going to help take care of people in the chat. All right, cool, Captain, my man. Got to get going, but I'll catch you on the next live. No problem, brother. This one will be saved, so you'll hear your name on this one. Later, Cap. And thank you, my man. Hey, you got to catch us on the next one. Colorado in the house. Yeah, but he maybe did something different than how I would have done it. But the fact that he did it shows that he was willing to stand up to what a lot of motherfuckers are scared of. Oh, I'm scared of this guy. He's got a lot of subs. That motherfucker woke up the same way you woke up. He walked to the bathroom and took a piss. He went to the kitchen to see what he could eat for breakfast. He did the exact same thing you did. Just because he opens his motherfucking laptops and his subs say, your subs say 350, but his subs say 190,000. Y'all ain't no fucking different. Y'all both woke up the same today, walked to the bathroom, took a piss. Man, you should do a Mad TV parody with Vinny and David Richard. For real, man. We'll do that shit. That's funny shit. I'll be going the fuck off. No. Yeah, Glitch Dad's a brave dude. A small channel that got the attention of a lot of dashers. I'm so glad Jeff did a live on it. Real shit. Because, I mean, Glitch Dad took a risk. He risked his own account, got his account deactivated, but it was something that I said could possibly happen, which is why I do more shit in my email than live. He took a risk to let people know I'm going to level the fucking playing field. We're tired of drivers getting shitted on by YouTubers. Tired of this. You lying motherfucking YouTubers. Tired of this. So he said, I'm leveling the playing field. It took a lot of heart because a lot of people supported these big YouTubers. This dude is a nobody in the gig space. A nobody. Nothing. Had like 20 subs. Man, he said, I'm fucking David standing up to a bunch of fucking Goliaths. Watch what happens. He gained the respect of a lot of people because he got heart. He got heart. A lot of motherfuckers are scared of these big YouTubers because they scared of subscriber totals. Fuck sub totals. That shit don't mean nothing in the real life. We in these trenches for real. We in these trenches for real. We working for real. We trying to make money to cover bills for real. Give a fuck about a sub count. And this dude said, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to call motherfuckers out. And a lot of people was like, oh, you smoking weed, you this, you that, funny. Motherfucker, Lil Wayne smoke weed. Lil Wayne smoke weed. Right on, Joe Rogan smoke weed. Elon Musk smoke weed. And you got these raggedy motherfuckers, oh shit, he's smoking weed. Oh, he's smoking weed. Some of the most important people who fucking built the cars your raggedy ass is driving in smoke weed every fucking day. So if smoking weed can get me to that level, pass the sack, motherfucker, pass the sack. And I'm sitting there listening to all these jokers and shit. Oh, he's this, he's that. Yeah, we handed him his ass. Look at everybody's channels right now who claim that they handed him his ass. Look at all of them. Don't nobody trust those motherfuckers because he stood up. He stood up. And everybody's like, there's a thing called integrity. And gig tubers got to follow that same fucking rule. It's a natural law. It's called integrity. And he called out a lot of integrity on some shit. Check some shit. Look at everybody's channels. Look at all of them. And you will see exactly what's going on in the gig space. Drivers are sick of being fucking fooled, devalued, misled, misinformed. Sick of that shit. Because this is real money we talking about. Billions of dollars we helping create for an economy that we ain't getting no benefit of when they keep shitting on us. We don't give a fuck about no YouTuber. I'm keeping on 100 with that shit. We don't give a fuck about no YouTuber. Because when a motherfucker want to sit there and play games with us, use us to help support their growth, their channel, but those YouTubers can't return that same energy back to them saying, hey, I'm going to help you get money. I'm going to help you grow. I'm going to help you do something. Because you're on my channel helping me, I'm going to give back. I'm going to help you with what I know and how I got, and we're going to all develop a community, and we're going to help each other out. That's what we're going to do. That's what YouTube is about. I got channels showing motherfuckers how to change spark plugs the easy way, how to change serpentine belts the easy way. I don't do it my way and then be sitting around like, yeah, you guys are changing your shit the hard way, huh? I do mine the easy way. Well, show us, Jeff. I'm not showing you shit. Nope. Do a video, Jeff. Help us out. Do a video. Nope, I'm not helping you out. Fuck that shit. I'm the king of changing serpentine belts. You motherfuckers suck. I'm the king. Come look at my videos. I'm the king. No. You help people out. You don't gloat and brag over a bunch of motherfuckers you see struggling. You don't do people like that. That shit's dirty. That shit's dirty. It's like sitting around eating a motherfucking steak in front of a house, in front of a place where two or three motherfuckers is starving. You see motherfuckers starving out there, and all of a sudden you sit there eating a steak going, man, this steak is amazing. This shit's awesome. No. You say, dude, all I got on me is $70. We friends. Let's all go get some fucking Popeye's chicken, because I think we can all get some Popeye's chicken. We get some $3 chicken buckets and shit. I could feed all of us. We can all hang out together. Instead of me buying a $70 steak looking at you while you starving. If we real friends for real, let's go get some Popeyes. Fuck this steak. Let's go. Eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or some shit. Joe Easy just logged on to this live. I love you, bro. Long time no see. Real shit. Joe Easy's out, man. He's out. Peter Woods and Uber had a boost in my area. Immediately recalculated 5 of my trips. They hurry up and took that shit real quick. Man. Hey, Doc said, wish you could have showed me how to change the flywheel on my Sequoia. Had to pay $1,500 for that shit. Oh, man. I got a video on my channel showing me taking my transmission out of the fucking Jeep, putting a new flywheel and clutch on that motherfucker and slamming it all back up in there. Man. Glitch Dad said, listen to what Jeff is saying here, folks. It's cause and effect. J7 100, real shit, Glitch Dad, real shit. Definitions of celebrity. Celebrities asking for donations. Man. Don't get me on that Oprah Winfrey shit. Asking for donation. Bitch, you a billionaire. You a billionaire asking for money from poor people. You a billionaire. Come on, man. Don't do us like that. Don't make us. No. If you got money like that, then give to the people who you trying to get money. Yeah, you donate the first 10 million and we'll follow suit. But real shit, man. Fucking Juan Vargas up in the house. Shit. But we got to all eat. And if the rideshare community is about how we all treat each other, and like I said, when I'm in the streets, people be like, oh man, you're stupid. You be declining some of the most amazing rides. If it's so amazing, then that means I'm helping out the next driver. Does it not? If you feel that is so amazing of a ride, and I know I want something different, we both winning. But we got these loser mentality motherfuckers all over half my videos. You're stupid, man. You're giving away rides for 15 minutes. You're giving away rides for 30 minutes. That's me helping feed families, because I might not need them rides. Why would I be so greedy to take a fucking ride from somebody who needs to go way the fuck up north, because that's where they live. They live up there, and they stuck down where I live. So why am I going to take a ride from where I live all the fucking way up to where they live? Now you got 2 drivers stuck. I'm stuck where he live, and he's stuck where I live. Now you got 2 motherfuckers fucked up. So you know what I do? I kick it out. Hopefully you get that ride home, dog. I think about the community when I'm driving. I know where I'm at. I always say in my videos, let me see where I'm at, because I know where I'm trying to get to. If I work myself away from home, I'm going to work myself back towards home. I'm not taking no rides from no other family. I'm not doing that. We got a lot of drivers in these streets, and we all trying to be analytical with what we do. So if I analyze for me, I need to help analyze for you too, because I know you need to ride out to Goodyear, Juan. So I'm not taking no Goodyear rides. If Juan is downtown, I see a Goodyear ride, I'm declining that real quick, because it might pop up on Juan's phone next. Juan say, oh shit, I was looking for this $46 ride. Jeff, you gave away $46? Because I don't need it. That's going way the fuck out to Goodyear. Now I got to find a ride. Now Juan's stuck it by my house, and I'm stuck by his house. You got 2 drivers. Fuck now. You got to think bigger. When you think of the community, you got to think bigger. And a lot of people are fucking selfish. They think of self. What can I get out of this? What can I get out of this? How can I boost how people view me? How can I boost my level of validation? How can I? No, fuck that. Everybody rises up together. Because if we all in the same motherfucking boat, if we all in the same boat, oh, you welcome, Juan. That means we all sink at the same time, or we all float at the same time, which is why I was saying with David Risher on that video, I would have said, do you want lyft to sink or do you want it to float? And if that motherfucker said, I want it to float, okay, then you need to have drivers like making more money, because without drivers, you ain't making no fucking money. You're going to sink. Lyft is going to go straight into the bottom of the motherfucking ocean if you don't take care of all these drivers, because drivers are the ones that are accepting these rides. Accepting these rides are what makes you money. It's fucking cause and effect. Just like Glitch Dad says, cause and effect. A rising tide lifts all ships, real shit. And it's energy, brother. This is energy, which is why I appreciate what you was doing. Like I said, even though me and you may differ on methods, I think we both see the same fucking direction. We trying to keep shit afloat. We trying to keep shit level. So I might ride in a fucking speedboat. You might ride in a fucking, a cruise liner. But we both on top and we both doing something different, but we're going in the same direction. What up, Ride Flow? Ride Flow back. What up, Briggs? Bitcoin, hell yeah. Why take a nature hike and take out the surge when you can take 5-minute rides that keep milking that surge for 3 rides and end up with more than taking that big long ride? That's how I think, Kev. That's exactly how I think. Juan Vargas is the same way. Juan will be sitting his ass on Mill Avenue, plucking 1-mile ride, 2-mile rides for as long as that surge is sitting there. I see him because I'm passing his ass in traffic. He flashed me at the lights one night. I'm coming down Mill South. He's coming north. He flashed me like this. I was like, oh shit, that was Juan. So I turned the corner and he shot me a text. He was like, dude, I just saw you. I'm like, I know I just saw you, dog. We always pass it because we are like the same drivers. We know how to do this shit. You find the surge, you pick that shit. Don't fall for no 24-mile ride way the fuck out. No, stay where you at. Because just like Kev said, you're going to make more money by standing in that surge doing about 3 rides than you taking that long-ass nature hike and having to come all the way back on your own gas. You're losing profits. You're losing profits like that. You staying profitable when you're just staying in your zone. Don't go out of your zone. When I see rides going way up north, I leave that shit for somebody trying to get home. I'm in my zone. I'm not leaving my zone. I'm going to stay in my zone. And somebody's like, man, I'm done driving for the night. Damn, all I need is a fucking ride up north. That's it. Ride up north hits my phone, decline. Hits their phone, they're happy. I'm happy because I'm still in my zone. Look out for all fucking drivers. And a lot of people don't understand that concept yet. These motherfuckers is greedy. Well, I'm going to take that 50-mile ride. And then they stuck out there. They come back over the course of the hour. They made like $14 an hour dealing with that shit. Man, I made like $14 an hour dealing with that shit. Yeah. And most of us are sitting on $60 an hour with the way we think. Look out for all drivers and that energy is going to be returned to you. It's got to be returned to you. This is Glitch Dash was doing the groundwork when he got air support from the watch drones with the live he did and nuked Pedro. No, that's funny shit. I don't think I nuked Pedro. I think Pedro, I think these guys really don't know who I am. I'm a garage dude. I work on my cars and I do my brakes and shit, and I'm covered in grease and transmission fucking fluid all the time. And I walk to like Home Depot covered in sawdust and shit. I go to Harbor Freight, like I bought wheels for my chair and I drilled holes in this. They don't know. I'm not giving a fuck about clout. I'm covered in transmission fluid half the time. Why do I give a fuck about clout? I don't think they know who I am. I will crawl under this motherfucking Jeep before I get on one of their fucking channels. I will be on my back in the fucking dirt with grease going down my head. With grease going down my motherfucking head, busting my knuckles before I get on somebody's fucking channel. They don't know who I am. So to try to tell me, oh yeah, man, you need to come get on my channel. No, I don't. You need to come get up under this motherfucking Jeep so I can show you some shit. If you want to work on some shit, you want to be a man about the shit, let's swap an engine in this motherfucker. If you ain't got nothing but free time, let's swap the engine in this bitch. Let's do it. But don't try to get me on no motherfucking YouTube channel saying, oh, you're only validated if you get on my channel. Dog, I've been a man. I've been a man for a long time. I've been validated. I don't need no motherfucking channel to validate me. That's the problem. That's the problem. These motherfucking YouTubers think you are more valid by hopping on their motherfucking channel. No, I'm more valid by knowing I can yank that motherfucking transmission out at any minute. And I've done it. It's on my channel. Pull that bitch out, fix it, and put that motherfucker back in. That validates me for who I am. Maybe not for who you are, but for who I am, it validates me. So I don't fuck with that shit, man. I don't fuck with that. And once they understood that shit about me, then they'll say, oh, Jeff don't give a fuck about clout. No, I don't give a fuck about 200,000 subs. Don't give a fuck about that. Because none of these motherfuckers is climbing up under this Jeep with me when I got to climb up under this Jeep. That's what I'm worried about. But when you get trapped into this world of YouTube and to thinking that these numbers validate who you are as a person, we're drivers. That's why I say I'm gonna make a shirt and I represent the chat. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers in the chat that are just like me. We out here struggling like a motherfucker, taking brakes off, taking serpentine belts off. We struggling like a mother. We all ain't gotta have no subs. No. Hey, Jay says, Zam, I'm looking Moo Daisy, how's Uber Black work? Uber Black, I drive regular Uber, man. But Uber Black is a lot of black SUVs out here. So if you're doing Uber Black, get you a black SUV. Make a lot of money. He says, you really got his attention, bro. That's why he put you on his goofy list. He could have come to your channel. Say, thanks for speaking out on line YouTubes. I appreciate this for real. He wanted everyone on his channel to control the narrative and let his minions come on and blast Glitch Dash and others. I know it, and that's why I said that when I had my opinion on the invite. Like, they don't know who the fuck. I've been through life twice already. I damn near died and shit in a motherfucking explosion. I know people. I know when motherfuckers are playing, and even people was messaging me, Jeff, don't get on this shit, man. He does people like this all the time. He gets on motherfucker. And I could have said, man, I don't believe y'all. I don't believe. No. They was like, dude, he does people like this all the time. He gets them on the channel. He'll control the narrative. He won't let you speak. He'll mute you. He'll turn you off. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. I got a fucking channel. If I got some shit to say, I just say it. It's a fucking microphone right here, a camera right here. Just say it. I don't need to go on nobody's fucking channel. Because I'm not here to chase fucking clout. I'm not here to try to be nobody. I'm already the motherfucker who's working on these cars. I am somebody. I'm the one working on these cars. That's who I am. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. So it don't make a difference to me to be on YouTube like that. Because if I'm sitting here all day on YouTube with a fucked up car in a driveway, how is me being on camera going to fix that fucked up car in my driveway? No. I get in that fucked up car, make me a video to show other people how to fix that shit. Then I get my ass on YouTube. Because I'm who I am first. YouTube is coming after that. It's like shit. All right, Flav, about to start that double shift. Get it in, get it in. Yeah, Briggs, like, man, need validation is a feminine frame. And that's why I think selfies are a big fucking deal. When the internet came out and girls started doing 30 selfies a day, it's a validation deal. They want to be told you're pretty. Oh, you fine. Oh, girl, you need to marry me. Oh, that's what it is. It's a validation thing. You should be able to wake up and feel like who you are without taking fucking 10 selfies before you leave the house. Look, a selfie when I just woke up. I don't look too bad. Hey, a selfie before I take my shower. I don't look too bad. Hey, a selfie after my shower. Hey, a selfie right after I got dressed. A selfie right when I'm making breakfast. A selfie when I'm walking my dog. A selfie in my car. Bitch, you done took 7 selfies and you ain't even left the house yet. What do you want us to see? It's like, God damn. I fucking, like I said, when I was on Facebook, I would kick channels off because anytime I go to somebody's channel in my news feed and all you see, yeah, might delete later, that shit. Selfie, might delete later. I would just delete all them fucking channels. I would unfriend people like a motherfucker. I'm like, because you ain't doing shit but posting a picture of your fucking face all day. Tired of seeing your fucking face. It's like, shit. I'm real, man. I keep it 100. I see a motherfucker every once in a while. I'm happy because I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, what's good, my motherfucker? Shit, I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm happy. I'm chopping it up. But if I see you every fucking 38 seconds on my news feed because you can't stop taking fucking selfies, I've seen enough of you already. Unfriend. It's like, shit. Real. Say, coming soon to an area near you, UberX Black, when you and your boo can ride solo in a black Toyota Corolla with leather seats, tinted windows, and dual air on your way to the symphony. Fucking Toyota Corolla. That's fucking Uber Black Lux. Real shit. Man, that's funny shit. Briggs a good rant, man. Dude, I be going in sometimes on some shit because shit's funny, man. Shit be funny. Motherfuckers don't understand how our brains really work. This is what Kev said. The U.S. Navy validated me a hell of a lot more than being on YouTube channel. Yeah, been all over the Pacific, Indian Oceans. More life lessons learned more than any of these influencers. Real shit, Kev. You have experienced this fucking planet. Most people ain't experienced outside of their screen. That's as far as they've made it as they screen. You've been all over this fucking planet. Tell me if that's not living a real life. That's a life. That's some shit I want to sit down, chat about, see some pictures about. Like, oh yeah, man, this is when we was over in the Indian Ocean and we was passed through the strait right here. Dude, check this shit out. You see that right? That's the shit I'm talking about. Seeing a motherfucking selfie 12 times a day? I've seen enough. Show me the world. Show me some shit on this planet that I wouldn't see any other way. Man. And it's like, Mike Penna. Oh, Mike's back. My man. This is no mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. Definitely no bullshit. The one and only to watch. Yes, sir. Fuck that shit. No mac and cheese. Cold ass mac and cheese. Glitch Dancer. Jeff, how long you been in the rideshare game for? I see your channel has been here since the start of COVID. Yeah, I started rideshare like in November. Yeah, like November. I started in November of like 2019. And then I think I started my channel in early 2020. I think. Yeah, it was early 2020 when I started the channel. And so, and it was just like, you know, COVID shit, easy rides, having fun, laughing and shit in the Jeep and everything like that. I did a lot of like repairs on my car and shit. I was modding my Jeep the whole time. So I had a lot of like, you know, like content showing people how to do things to their Jeep without going to shops and spending too much fucking money, just doing that shit. Then because I didn't really know rideshare enough to tell people how to do rideshare. And I was on channels all the time, like looking at rideshare channels, and I wasn't getting no motherfucking information, none. All you were getting was, oh, I made $1,500 this week. Oh, I made $1,000 this week. Oh, I made this much per hour. Oh, I made, okay, how did you do it? Nobody was saying how they were doing it because they wanted to be the top, the cream of the crop. Oh, this is what I'm doing. You're not doing what I'm doing. I'm up here and you're down there. I'm done. That's what all these channels was about. It was about putting themselves on a fucking pedestal. Because like I always say, I wasn't always a rideshare driver. So when I started doing rideshare, I started seeing how rideshare drivers felt. And I started seeing why they felt the way they did. Because when I started driving, how do you afford this Jeep? How do you afford this? What else do you do? Now I'm starting to say, this is what rideshare drivers go through because I started rideshare driving. Nobody talked about that. Talked about the devaluation of a rideshare driver. Instead of them talking about the psyche behind the devaluation of a rideshare driver, they all just try to pump themselves up so they didn't feel like shit when they was out. Because they can get online and feel like a fucking king, but they in the car being told they ain't nothing but a piece of shit. So they, oh, well, I can't wait till I get on my channel. When I get on my channel, I'm going to be a king again. I can't wait to get on my channel. I'm going to be a king again. But out in public, they tucking their fucking tail. I don't tuck my tail, even when I'm in public. I talk to motherfuckers this and that. Oh, you're number to drive. You know, I say, motherfucker, I used to hire and fire people like you. I have an accounting degree. I was a corporate exec. Oh, really? Yeah, really. I drive because I feel like it. Oh, sometimes you got to put a motherfucker in their place because they will devalue a driver real fast thinking we have no skill because that's what they hear. We ain't got shit else to do. So sometimes you got to check their ass. Yeah, mechanic shops hate the DIY videos. They hate it because I show motherfuckers how to weld, how to do everything. I'm like, okay, this is how you weld. This is what you tack weld right here. I show motherfuckers everything where I go buy. I take my camera into Home Depot and shit, show them where I'm buying all my steel from. I show everything. They be like, this motherfucker out there buying steel. Yeah, I'm building fucking, $6,000 kits for like $100 in steel. That's it. They're like, how the fuck this? I'm like, dude, I just built that shit right on YouTube. I tack weld, got me a black magic marker, started making all my markings, and I welded this shit. Now it's in my Jeep. Man, you say, Chris D said, hey, my riders are watching you because I have it in my car. Oh, let me be cool then. But still not comfortable enough for Lyft. Shit, man. Yes. So when the riders are in the car, we don't kind of get extra because sometimes we be going to fuck off. We be going off. They be like, rideshare drivers are mean. I'm glad I don't have him as my driver. That dude's nuts. It's like, hey, we have fun though. We be kicking it. And yeah, that's what it is, man. When I started, rideshare, people devalued us for who we are because they thought we were born with a set of fucking car keys and all we did was drive. It's like, no, we were somebody before we were drivers. We became drivers because of the flexibility, the ability to go out and meet people, talk to people, see different parts of town, find different restaurants we might like. Because sometimes, like I did a delivery one time at a Hawaiian barbecue place. I did the delivery, then I turned my app off and I went back and ate at that motherfucker because I was hungry. I was way out in Tolleson, just north of the fucking 10, north of the 10. So I went out there and just said, I'm going to eat at this Hawaiian barbecue place. Fuck it, I'm out here anyways. And sometimes we do that. That's why we drive, for the freedom, the flexibility, the no micromanaging over our back all the fucking time. Because you can't pay me enough money right now to deal with a micromanager. You can't. Jeff, when you came in today, the receptionist said your tie was a little skewed to the left some. Next time you come in, can you check yourself in the mirror and put your tie dead center in case a customer sees you? I'd be like, man, I'm going to take this motherfucking tie off and choke your ass with it. He's like, I don't do micromanaging. Culinary exploration. That's our job description. What is your job description? Culinary exploration. I go around and eat. Yeah. What, immobilizer, solenoid, and the oil leak. Should be able to do ride-alongs again soon. Good shit, Glitch. Good shit. You'll be back out there. And right, you get more tips about being yourself and being a modest Uber driver, the model Uber driver. Because none of us are going to be like experts at driving. I'm an expert at driving. I sit straight up in my fucking chair and my back has an arc of 19.2%, according to my chiropractor. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that. I'll be in the car ride with one motherfucking hand, got Nipsey and shit playing. They be in the back like, oh man, this is my cut right here. Hustle, hustle. I love this shit. It's like, that's how you get down. We just ride, man. We just ride. And when I first started, like I said, once we realized that YouTube was making, drivers feel, like you can be above other drivers if you promote yourself and claim that you're a YouTuber more than you're a driver. It's nothing glamorous about being a YouTuber. YouTubers, we have way less time than drivers. Drivers can go out and make a lot of fucking money. YouTubers don't really make shit. Don't let motherfuckers fool you. Like, these videos might make me $20 a day, $30 a day. That's about it. I can make that shit in 30 fucking minutes driving. So why would I want to be a YouTuber, not a driver? That's why I'm still a driver. I make way more money driving than YouTube. So to me, drivers make more than fucking YouTubers. So why wouldn't drivers want to be YouTubers? It's like, I'm not going to be a fucking YouTuber. How the fuck no? Why not? Because you don't make enough. Over time, you might eventually make enough, but you got to do weird shit. Like you got to go out and fucking eat goddamn taquitos. And you got to fucking lick ice cream in the fucking, so you got to do weird shit to get views nowadays because people want to see weird shit. Educational shit. Shit is going to help you and promote you and push you up. Nobody wants to see that shit. Because once you start giving too much energy to the world and building people up around you, it takes away the fact that you can't put yourself on a pedestal no more. Because now you've equalized the whole field. Everybody's just as even as you now. So what I do is I give everybody the fucking information, knowing none of my shit will ever go viral, but every family I fucking touch, they paying their fucking bills. I guarantee that. I bet they all paying your fucking bills. Yeah, I'm still waiting for one of these gig tubers delivering a chicken suit or something. Hey, who's that? Glitch Dash. Damn it. Bigfoot Dasher. Bigfoot Dasher delivers in a Bigfoot uniform, man. He's got a whole Bigfoot outfit on it. He delivers in a Bigfoot shit. Shit's funny as hell, man. He be out there and people, you should see it on his camera. People be like, oh my God. When he walks through the door, man, that shit's funny as hell. I'll be rolling laughing. Man. Yeah, you got to look up Bigfoot Dasher. Bigfoot Dasher is fucking hilarious. He be running around in that Bigfoot outfit scaring the shit out of people. Yeah, they could demonetize the channel anytime. Anytime they feel like it, on anything. Somebody can say, oh man, I'm gonna copyright strike this. Just for whatever the fuck. No reason. I couldn't even tell you why. But with the fact that we can go out, I can leave my house right now, go make $150 real quick. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna make $150. That is a good feeling. That's not me going to an ATM machine. That's me spending about $5, $10 in gas, doing short little plucks around ASU, getting tips, getting surges, making $150 and coming back home. Most motherfuckers sit in traffic on the way to work in LA. They sit in traffic for an hour, hour and a half. Then they got to come back home, hour, hour and a half. So for 3 hours, they sat in traffic making $0. For 3 hours, they made $0 sitting in traffic to deal with a W-2. I leave my house for 3 hours. I'm making $50 an hour. Then I'm going to come back and I never went to the ATM. So we get paid to sit in traffic. That's the way I look at it. And a lot of people say, oh, you need to go get a real job. You need to do this. No, not really. I mean, I do what I do. If I don't want to do it, I can just not do it, which is the good thing about gig work. You can stop right now if you felt like it. But with a W-2, you got to put your 2 week in or you get a bad fucking review. Motherfuckers, you might not get a good reference for your next job. It's so much can happen with W-2s that can salt your whole motherfucking life up. So I don't mind when people be like, you know what? You guys don't do nothing but sit around and you guys aren't real. Man, we go out in traffic and we make fucking money and we get our ass right back home. I don't need to be out no 10 hours. I can't do 10 hours. If I go out for 3-4 hours, make a couple of $100, that's like me going to the ATM and coming back, but I never went to the ATM. I just went out, collected some money and came back. That's it. That's the way I look at it. Big on CU fan here. So, hey, quoting Origin Codes, we're not here for clicks. We're here for wins. Same thing, brother. Hell yeah. And that's real shit. We're not here for clicks. We're here for wins. And we win because when you look at those bills on your counter and there's only one sitting there that you have left to pay, it used to be 6 of them sitting there. It used to be 6. There's one bill sitting there left. That's a good ass feeling. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. To have 6 motherfucking bills on your counter And you turn around and be like, dude, I only got one bill. Usually during the month, there's 6 bills on my counter. Only got one sitting here. It's a good ass feeling, man. That's less liability. All right, Banks, man. He said, I'm out, but it was nice to listen to this episode. Hey, it'll always be here, brother. Like I said, we logging this shit for just inspiration to get these drivers out there going, man. Get them going. Be easy out there, Banks. Yeah. Oh, Doc says, do you mind if I ask what a Beyonce concert plays? Oh, it depends a lot. It depends. Like one of my videos, I got 2 videos actually that's got Beyonce concert money going. And so each one you see what kind of rides they're throwing out there. The venue is different. The timing is different. Whether or not your traffic is conducive to rideshare or not is different. It's a lot to deal with concerts. Some concerts you can get in and get out pretty quick, depending on what city it's in. Some of them, like when they had the one over in Vegas, they didn't have any surge because of emergency shit. So in ours, we don't have good infrastructure for the concerts. So you can end up making like $24 an hour dealing with a Beyonce concert out here. You should be probably making about, $100 an hour. When I did the Drake concert, I made like $150 in an hour and a half. Exact same venue, but I approached it differently. Now, instead of going deep into the concert, I plucked from the outskirts of the parking lot. So I sat there and I would decline rides until I saw somebody close that was to the outside, and I would get them. I wouldn't take nobody far in. So you've always got to kind of sit there and just understand how can you fucking do these concerts without getting sucked into that traffic, and you sitting there for a $24 ride for 3 miles, but it's going to take you an hour to do that ride. You'd be like, damn, man, 3 miles. I just got to go from here to the hotel, but it took me damn near an hour to get there and then come. It happens, man. It happens. Sad Joe, you always been a clickbaiter. Just kidding. I know it. Clickbait. Joe Easy. I took no tip orders for the clicks. Joe Easy, that shit's funny as hell. I took no tip orders for the clicks. I'm like, man, your motherfucking bills ain't gonna be paid. Fuck that shit. I know Joey said never. I know he was talking about some of these channels out there, man. Some of these fucking channels do that shit. They're like, I'm gonna take no tip orders all day and see how many clicks I can get. Drivers make more than YouTubers. And I keep it 100. Gig tubers, they have the potential to make a lot of money. They have that potential. But for the most part, you're going to go broke trying to do this shit, because the moment they pulled one dude, it was one gig tuber. He was called Kingdom something. YouTube pulled his fucking monetization like with no warning, no nothing. Dude was on a live stream, crying like tears, saying, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. This is my life, man. This is all my life's work. YouTube will do that shit to you. So if you're relying on that, when they can do YouTubers as big as him, pull his shit, fresh and fit, pull their shit, I don't know. For small motherfuckers like me, I don't generate enough revenue for YouTube. YouTube might today be like, I'm gonna pull your shit, man. We done here in your mouth. They could. And that's the joy of working for other people versus working for yourself. When you work for other people, you tend to get a fucking, was it $50 ride for 13 miles? There you go, brother. There you go. Yeah, and when you work for other people, you tend to have a little warning period of when you possibly might, be without a job. They write you up, and then they write you up a second time, and you start realizing, okay, they're trying to fire me because they keep writing me up for dumb shit. So you start looking for another job. With YouTube and glitch and gig work, it ain't like that. Shit could be immediate. 1 minute you got a channel, next minute, nope. South Florida said, Jeff, you need to get together with Sony PlayStation people, get a ride sharing game together, and you're the main character with the BMW. That's a hit, man. It'd be like GTA with people. I'll be riding around cussing people out. I'd be like, look at these old ragged ass mashed potato muffin eating motherfuckers over here. God damn it, I gotta pick them up. What's the surge? They'd be like, dude, I'm gonna go get a surge. Uber pet this motherfucker. Paw Patrol. You Paw Patrol that motherfucker, go get you a surge. Yeah, and I'm gonna go pick up these motherfuckers over here. Wait a minute, it's grease all in my backseat. Do I have any grease cleaner in the trunk? You pop the trunk. Man, I didn't get no grease cleaner. Gotta go through this garage. Let me go through this garage. Give me some grease cleaner. They'd be like, what kind of game is this? It's rideshare, man. It's all based on this one dude fucking channel. He talk about motherfucking mashed potatoes and pizza and chocolate milk and shit. Motherfucker. And when you hit a level, it'd be like, crusty dusties. You have a whole motherfucking thing like, dude, how many crusty dusties you got? 4. I got 4 crusty dusties. When you eat them, your car goes faster. I'm gonna eat one of these crusty dusties. I only got 15 minutes to pick up that group up there. Eat a crusty dusty. The level goes up, motherfucker, take off. You're like, man, I gotta keep getting these crusty dusties, man. I'll be fucking getting it. That shit funny as hell. Motherfuckers that make a ride share game, like all based on a bullshit YouTube channel. That should be funny as a motherfucker. They'd be like, dude, this channel is hood. And then every once in a while, you got to do like a live stream. Like the video game actually lets you do a live stream with anybody who you're playing a game with because of the Ethernet connection. So now you can do a live stream. The motherfuckers be watching you and talking to you while you play. They'd be like, oh man, I know a crusty dusty for a booster. I got a crust booster. Motherfucker like chocolate flying out the back of the car and shit. Man. Oh yeah, Naples, man. I heard Florida's having a rough time, man, because you guys got a lot of crazy drivers. Hey, J7 just threw this shit up in the chat. He said you gotta have NPC Chris in the game. That motherfucker be sitting there like, like use Chris. You gotta use him. That shit be funny as a motherfucker. GTA 5 as a taxi mini game is fun, man. That shit's funny as a motherfucker. He said, use Chris. Man, that shit's funny as hell. When you get hit all of your platinum points, you fly out like Sonic the Hedgehog. You're like, where? You fucking just duck down and you start going fast as a motherfucker. You're like, oh shit. He said, I thought his internet froze. What up, Uber driver Shane? He's back in the build, man. That shit's funny as hell. Y'all are stupid, man. Y'all are stupid. He said, not even a blink. Man, y'all are crazy for that shit. But man, we had a good time, man. We had a good time last night on the live stream afterwards. Talking about that shit. That cracks me up. Because I just found out what an NPC was, I think, like last year. I didn't know what it was. Motherfuckers said an NPC. When I found out what it was, man, I died laughing. Because it's non-playable characters. I was like, that shit's funny as hell. Because my son's a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games. But when I found out what an NPC was, man, I was dying laughing. I was like, y'all are stupid for that shit. Y'all are stupid for that. No, man. But yeah, I'm glad you guys hopped on this live today. I ain't gonna have a real long because we got some. You said I just barely found out a few weeks ago. Yeah, that shit's funny as hell. That shit's funny. Because I did that long ass live stream last night. Yesterday we did a couple of live streams and we covered a lot of topics. Just because as drivers, man, we don't have a lot going for us in this community. And I say that shit in a real sense. And I've said that in many of my videos, a few of my live streams. We don't have a lot going for us in this community. And I think sitting on that stream yesterday kind of proved my fucking point. Honestly, it proved my point. Because we had a chance to really let drivers speak up. A lot of drivers were saying shit. We had a chance. We don't have a lot of channels going for us, man. A lot of channels are building themselves as channels. That's what they're doing, building themselves as channels. And as drivers, we're looked at as the consumers for products and services and shit like that. We're not looked at as being actual voices. And they know we make money. These motherfuckers see us making money. They see us in comments and chats making money. And a lot of times they're like, oh shit, man, this driver just made $600 in 12 hours. Ooh, we could get a part of that. Try to sell them a dash cam. Try to sell them a fucking floor mat. Try to sell them this and that. We're customers to a whole lot of channels. We look like customers. We don't look like people that they really want to help. They really want to get us up and going and making the money that we deserve to fucking make. And so, yeah, Richard's going to fix the unfair deactivations. I don't know, man. This is my issue with that. They're approaching it all wrong. Because if you look at what just happened in like Washington or something like that, they actually have now like deactivations. They're giving people different ways to be reinstated and get their money back and everything like that. And everybody's like, yeah, I'm glad they get reinstated and getting their money back different. I think they should not deactivate a single fucking person on a false claim or a claim period until you deem it not false. Because you should have a chance to get your money out. If somebody makes a claim on you, you should know ahead of time. You should know ahead of time that, hey, somebody made a claim on you. You got 3 days left to drive while we're investigating this. We'll let you know in 3 days whether or not the claim was validated. We're going to ask you for dash cam stuff, ask you for anything. We're going to ask them for anything. So if nobody has anything to prove that this claim is true, we're going to deem the claim invalid. You have to have solid proof to put, just like when you go to court. You can't just walk in court and say, hey, man, he said this about me. It's like, do you have any proof he said it about you? Is it in text message? Is it? No, I just heard him say it. Okay, that's called hearsay in the court of law. It's hearsay. Even if you heard it, you have to have proof that he said it. You got a video camera, a surveillance camera, something. And so a lot of mods just get on live just to promote themselves. Here's my link. Real shit. Real shit. And so the way that deactivation should be handled, in my opinion, as a driver who knows that I don't want to be living on pins and needles after every ride of somebody that's going to lie just to get a free ride or a discount, give a driver a warning shot. Hey, you just had a claim put against you. We're going to give you 3 days. If you got money on the account, get the money out of your account so we don't hold your money up. You probably got bills and shit you got to pay, because motherfuckers be having $1,100 on there, $1,300, $800, $500, ready to pay a bill. And if somebody makes a claim against you, they freeze that money instantly. The money is frozen. You don't even have time to react. You just turn on your phone one day. Man, I was going to download that 800. What the fuck? What happened? Man, you got deactivated. What? Somebody made a claim against you. Now you got to go through an appeals process and all this shit and everything else. 2 months later, you finally get your money back. It's been 2 months though. I say, no, we need to redo that whole thing. Stop, hold, and drop. If you drove and you earned that money, that's your fucking money. They don't have a right to hold what you earned just because somebody made a claim against you. That shit's wrong, in my opinion. I don't give a damn about Richard. Well, we just started a whole new claims department or a deactivation department, and they're all in-house. That don't mean shit. The process is fucked up. So I don't give a fuck what you saying. I'm saying your processes, it don't matter if you got motherfuckers in-house, out-house, around house, external house, under house. It don't make a difference. Your shit is fucked up. Stop deactivating people immediately. Give them 3 days to get their money out, to get their life adjusted. We're drivers, and a lot of us don't do shit else but drive. Give us a warning shot, 2-3 days. And say, for 2 or 3 days, we're going to put you on probation. Instead of 12 hours of driving, you're only allowed to drive 6 hours because you're on probation for the next 3 days till we see if these claims are right or wrong. So you only get 6 hours of driving for 3 days. That's it. But get your money out while you can. Go out and make a little money each day. If the claim is found to be not true, then we put you back up to 12 hours a day. Now you can get back on. But instead, it's instant. That's the problem with deactivations. It's instant. Yeah, if they got your money, it's theirs. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Yeah, I'm pulling up in a Bentley truck. That's real shit. A pastor canceled a trip and I lost $8 surge today as well. Yeah, that shit. We need to fix that. If pastors cancel, our surge sticks. And we should be able to contact customer service and say, hey, I had a surge when that customer canceled. Can I get my $8 on the next ride? Yeah, we'll put it on the next ride for you. Because technically you had the surge for the next ride. Your next ride canceled, so you still have a next ride. You still should get that money. So, and that's right, Merlin, man. You cash out daily. It's the best thing we can do when we're having a great day. And man, cash, download your shit every day. And it's sad that we got to live like that. As hardworking professionals that we do, hardworking, putting our lives on the line every fucking day. And we got to download our money for fear of being, deactivated and losing that money because of a lying-ass rider or something like that, or some weird shit went on. It's sad, man. And that's what they're not addressing. We don't care about the deactivation department. We don't care. We don't like the process by which people are deactivated. That's the problem. That's where it starts. No warning shot whatsoever. Yeah, and it's like, I'm joking. Is he going to do anything but piss on Sergio's leg and tell him it's raining? I know. Just piss on his leg and say, it's raining outside. Yeah. Yep, real shit. You'd have to be working as a Lyft like these CEOs don't know what their departments are doing. Yeah. William, if I would work at Lyft, trust me, them motherfuckers would hate me. They would hate me. Because I've seen the human side of driving. Once you see the human side of something else, it destroys your whole perception of what these employees are told. These employees are told we ain't nothing but numbers. We ain't nothing but cars, vehicles, contractors. They don't see motherfuckers that got kids, 2-year-old kids, 3-year-old kids, relying on mom and dad to go out and make money. They don't see people, putting their grandkids through college with this money because they made a promise to their grandkids. I said I was going to pay for that, and I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to help pay for your tuition. And they're out making this money, and they get deactivated on some lame shit. It's like, come on, man. 28, half a tank, $200. Real shit. Real shit. And a lot of these people don't see that, man. They won't sit up there and see drivers as being humans in the equation of rideshare. We ain't shit but drivers. And I swear to God, I'm going to start calling motherfucking riders. Because I hate when I'm in my car driving. Motherfucker clearly know I just picked them up. I'll be driving. They be like, hey, driver, is it okay? I'll be like, listen, rider. Hey, rider. But no, because I know your name is Michelle because I see it on my fucking screen. It says Michelle. You know my name is Jeff. Stop yelling rider at me. These motherfuckers do not know the human side of anything. It's like walking into a motherfucking bar and saying, hey, waiter. No, you see her name tag on. Hey, Lisa. And I'm like, people forget that drivers are humans. We are a human part of the equation. There are things that we appreciate. We appreciate when people use our name. Simple shit. Simple shit. Because I guarantee if we didn't use anybody's name, they'd be like, well, that's not professional. You know my name and you didn't use my name. Well, motherfucker, you keep calling me driver. I keep calling you rider. Hey, driver, is it okay if we stop at Taco Bell? Listen, rider, I don't like stopping for riders. So, hey, rider, what we're going to do, rider, is we're going to, you be like, why do you keep calling me rider? My name's Michelle. Yeah, my name's Jeff, motherfucker. You know that much already. But people don't want to call you that name that you've got and treat you as a human. Because the less somebody treats you as a human, the less empathetic they got to feel for your situation. When people start treating you like a human, they now feel empathetic to your situation now. Now they got to treat you like a person. And not like just walking in, talking shit to you because, well, you ain't nobody cashier. I could talk shit to you. You ain't nobody cashier. But once you look at that cashier as a human and not just as a part of this fucking store, like she's not a part of the goddamn conveyor belt. I mean, her name's Lisa. She's standing in front of call her by her name. Treat her like Lisa. Treat her like a person. But we live in a day and age where people don't treat people like people because they get around that by calling you what your position is or what they think of you as. And they don't even, they call you what you're, if you're a bus boy. Hey, bus boy. No, you say, excuse me, sir. Call him sir. He's a guy. Excuse me, sir. But yeah, this table next to us, man, it's got a lot of, I'll get right on it. Don't worry about it. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. And you talk to people like that. You treat them like people. You don't say, excuse me, bus boy. Bus boy. Like, motherfucker, don't call me driver. Hey, driver. It's like, the fuck? It's like breaking news. Damian Lillard to the Bucks. Uh-oh, to the Bucks. Yeah, Zick, real shit, real shit. Why they do that to a driver with 1,000 rides, suddenly decides to become an asshole on one ride? They do that shit all the time, man. They'll sit there and lie, just to get a free ride. And I'm like, they know it. They know that they should ban that customer. Say, you know what? You've tried this lying shit on 3 drivers. Maybe you don't belong on our platform. If you don't like drivers to the degree where you're always complaining about drivers, we're going to start putting it on the riders now. If you complain this many times within this period of time, and these drivers are good drivers, and we know they now had complaints on them, you're going to be deactivated as a rider. You can't ride on this platform. This platform is not for you. You put the onus on those motherfuckers, and they'll stop that shit. And it's like, wait a minute, I started asking them their name after they asked me mine before getting in. After they check the license plate, color of the car, and see my picture, I'm like, I need your name before you get in. Yeah, and they be grabbing your motherfucking door handle. Like, motherfucker, don't just walk up behind my car yanking on my door handle. You ain't even spoke to me through the window. I don't know who. You could be a carjacker saying, oh, that dude's a rideshare driver. For real? Yeah. Just go open his car door. He'll let you in. Just go act like you the ride. Man, I don't open my door for no fucking body. Not till we speak. My shit stay locked. And they walk up, they be just back there. I'll let the window down. I'm like, yep. They go, oh, you're here to pick up Sarah? Yeah, I'm like, I keep my doors locked because I don't want to be carjacked. So I make sure you talk to the driver before you get in. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You got to let motherfuckers know why you do what you do. And you educate these riders as they're walking up to your car. Educate them. Let the motherfuckers know this is why I keep my doors locked. I keep my doors locked to down so I won't get carjacked. I have a lesser chance of being carjacked if my doors are locked. So I keep them locked until I'm verified who the fuck you are before you get just come yanking on my door handle. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's like me just walking up in somebody's fucking house. You're like, the fuck are you doing in my house? You don't know who the fuck I am. I can just walk in. This is a private space. Inside of my car is a private space. Yeah, Winners there. What you saying is so true. Customer service workers are so undervalued and treated so badly, including us drivers. That's right, Winner. That's right. Because they don't see us as people. They take away that human aspect of who we are, and we're easier to shit on. And that's why I make these motherfuckers see me for who I am. I don't act like a robot in the car. I don't be like, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Welcome to my car. We're about to begin your trip, your journey. They be like, who the fuck is this dude driving us? No, I act real. I'm like, hey, what up, Dan? How you doing, my man? Like, let them motherfuckers know you a person. Say, hey, Jeff, what's good, man? This car is nice, man. This is clean. So, oh, man, I'll take care of this shit. You know how it is, man. I'll be taking care of it, man. And you just let the motherfuckers know. I'm real, dog. I'm real. Because the moment you act too motherfucking robotic, they're going to treat you like that. Yes, Daniel. As I'm looking in my rear view, I don't think I see your seatbelt on. Can you please put on your seatbelt before we begin this journey? This is going to be a pretty scary adventure. We'll be on the highway. Okay, Dan? Them motherfuckers would be like, can you cancel this motherfucker? I'm going to get the next ride. It's like, no, let these motherfuckers know you're a person. You're like, hey, what's good? What's good? Shit. Like, what you kids up to tonight? Y'all at a party or what? Glitch Dash is stupid. He said, that hurts my human feelings. That's funny shit. That hurts my human feelings. Man. And Zig says, wow, if it's just two on you in the car, they can say what they need, saying, hey, driver, it's rude, not even necessary. Yeah. And this is what kills me, Zig. This is what kills me. Let's say me and you are headed to somebody's house. We don't go to their fucking party. I'm going to say, hey, man, this girl Shelly just invited me to the party. I just told you what her name was. This girl Shelly invited us to her party. You're going to remember. So when we walk up to the door, I go, hey, what's up, Shelly, or whatever, this and that. You don't go, hey, homeowner. Thanks, homeowner. Appreciate you inviting us, homeowner. And walked. I just told you a minute ago it was Shelly's fucking house. You got to remember that shit. It's like, hey, homeowner, how you doing? I'm one of Jeff's friends. What's your name? I don't have a name. I'm just Jeff's friend, homeowner. Like, no, motherfucker. And it's like, I'm saying, hey, man, we got a driver coming up in an orange BMW. His name's Jeff. So make sure we say, what's up, Jeff, when we get it. All right, cool. His name's Jeff. Yeah, he got an orange BMW. Exactly. He said, hi, party organizer. Serious, call motherfuckers they positions and shit. Like, man, if you don't say a motherfucking name, be human about the shit. It's like Ruiz said, I was deactivated for a day for no reason. 5-star, high AR, no cancellation. All they said was, we apologize. Yeah, and your money was locked up. They lock your money up. No warning shot, no, just lock your money up. And you like, and that scares the shit out of you. When your money is locked up and you can't get to it and you know you got to do some shit, you're frozen. You don't know what to do. You panicking at that point. Man. Yeah, customer service workers are looked down upon. I never found an issue when I went to other countries. Real shit. And like me, when I'm being waited on, like if I go get a hotel or I'm doing something, the first thing I do is I look at the name tag. That's what I'm looking for. Motherfuckers wear a name tag for a reason. That's not a part of their fucking uniform. That's their name. So I'm like, hey, oh, Janet, what's up, Janet? They're like, hey, they get happy because you call them their motherfucking name. I don't walk up like, hey, clerk. Listen, desk clerk. What I'm trying to do is get a room, desk clerk. It's like motherfucking name tag right there, big as day. All right, desk clerk. It was nice chatting with you, desk clerk. And walk the fuck off. I'm like, why does this motherfucker keep calling me desk clerk? Because motherfuckers been calling me driver all day. Like, stop calling me fucking driver and I'll stop calling other people their positions, goddammit. Walk in the fucking thing. Hey, mechanic. What's good, mechanic? I got a problem with my car, mechanic. It's like, stop calling people their fucking positions. Like, hey, what's your name? Like, yeah, exactly. Motherfucker walk in. Hey, party organizer. You'd be like, who's your friend? I don't know. I just met him at Circle K. I call him Circle K guy. Hey, Circle K guy. Hey, party organizer. It says really, K Bella Estas, with all due respect. K Bella. Say, who are you? Whatever. If you and I are the only people, there I'll say, you got any crusty duzzies? No need to say, Jeff, everything I say is likewise. Just speak without announcing. I know if you and I are the only people there, I'll say, you got any crusty duzzies? That's funny shit. That's funny shit. That's exactly what it is. Man, you got some crusty duzzies in this motherfucker. What? Actually, I got one left. I just stopped by Bosa. We good. Man, that's funny shit. Because it's like, and that's the thing. I started calling those motherfuckers that because I had always called donuts before I was a rideshare driver. But once you start driving at night and they don't swap out their motherfucking donuts, they crusty dusties. These motherfuckers are like bricks. And sometimes when you hungry and you way the fuck far from home, you gotta eat a crusty dusty, man. You gotta eat a crusty dusty. Oh, that's right. Habla un queso. Talk one cheese, motherfucker. Hey, my acceptance rate is actually 21%, I think. It's either 21 or 22. It was 31 when I started the other day, and it dropped all the way down. So I know on Lyft, I think it's 28. I kind of opened the screen up, and I think I saw 28. But yep, I'm under 30 on mine, man. Less than 1 out of 3 rides. Just because when they sending out trash in droves like that, I just turn my phone off because I don't want to keep declining shit over and over. So I just turn the app off and just like give it a minute so they can put me in a different part of the queue or something like that. So they stop sending me shit. And usually it works. You're like, oh, he turned his app off. I'm like, yep, turn that shit off. Go sit somewhere for a minute, wipe the car down, turn it back on. I be halfway through wiping the car, like, oh shit, got a good ride. Let's go, let's go. I always do that shit. Drew said my Scruber AR is 6%. Also been ass lately, man. Those motherfuckers been ass. They got your seats all oily. This shit is ass. It's goddamn chicken grease all over my back seat. This is ass. Drew be like, hey Drew, how's Uber doing? Man, it's chicken grease on your back seat, man. This shit is ass. Hey, Drew, you need to get a shirt. Just on the front, put chicken grease on your back seat and turn around on the back. That should just say ass. Say, motherfucker, this shit is chicken grease on your back seat. Yeah, I got a suspension notice, not an actual suspension from Lyft, because they said I've been canceling too much. Should I be worried? Oh, I get that all the time, man. I've been getting that shit for like 2 years. Lyft send that shit to try to get you, because this is what Lyft need to do. They need to, for one, stop allowing, if all we need is for those motherfuckers to put the number of passengers that's on the ride on the screen before we accept it. It should say, $14.29 the miles, and then put a 3 in the corner. Let you know there's 3 people going with you. That's it. Just put a big ass 3 right there. Because they be trying that 5 passenger shit. When I go to areas, somebody did it the other night. It was 5 people. I pull up down Mill. They come walking to the car. I see them. It was 2 dudes and 3 girls walking toward the car. I said, hey, I can only take 4. It was like, oh, man, she's small. She can sit on my lap. She's small. I was like, no, it's not about that, man. I said, my way bill's only for 4, man. Anything was to happen, they can cancel this insurance. Somebody's not going to get covered. And the other 2 couples, the couple was like, we'll just get it one. He said, okay, I'll text you guys the address. I'm going to text you the address. So the other 3 roll with me. And they were like, oh, man, we so good. We got this ride so good. Man, this shit is crazy. I mean, we was blasting music, having fun and shit like that. And they didn't feel bad because they had to leave the other 2 behind. They understood what I was saying. But had it said 5 on the screen, I would have never picked their ass up to begin with. I'd be like, I don't have a car fitting 5. Or if they would have tried 5, the system could have flagged them like, bang, bang. This car can only hold 4 passengers. Then they'll be like, okay, we can't accept that car. We got to do a different car. Okay, we got 5. This one can only afford 4 passengers. Then they go up to an XL. Okay, they can get an XL now. Because they be pulling that shit and we cancel. And every time I do that shit, I'll go to my app and Lyft will be like, cancellation notice. I'm like, man, what the fuck ever? Get y'all shit right. It's like, fix y'all motherfucking app and I won't be canceling shit all the time. Because these people are cheapskates, man. They do it. They trying to throw like 5 people in your vehicle all the time. Because they're like, well, man, for 1 extra person, it's going to cost us like an extra $15, $20, $30 just for 1 extra person. Let's just try to fit 5 in a car that fits 4. We'll just do it because I'm not paying no extra $20, $30 just to take 1 extra person. Because they cheapskates. These motherfuckers, all they want is to get a cheap-ass ride, $4 for fucking 5 people. That's what they want to pay. But if they jump up to an XL, that $4 ride now going 1 mile has to jump up to like $24 because the driver's got to get like $16 or some shit like that. It jumps up and they don't want to pay that shit. So it upsets me when people, especially us, we don't get paid shit for 4 people. We don't get paid shit. But yet you add 1 more person, the pay scale jumps dramatically. So you telling me minus 1 person and we lose like, 70% of what they would get. We get $4.62. These motherfuckers get like $14. I'm like, man, shit. He's like, no, that's a whole $8 jump, way more than what we even getting. Yeah. Zick is stupid. Zick said, man, they'll fucking message you when you 1 mile away to my somewhere. Are you okay with 23 people? Like, God damn it. Like, fuck it. I'm going to drag you motherfuckers by the bumper. Put on these rollerblades. Everybody in line. Man. Oh, yeah. Yep. Is that if you're taking Lyft Lux rides that have a far pickup, you're defeating the purpose of using Lux. Keep that AR low. Real shit. Because Lux rides on a short trip are the best. 2-3 miles, $14 to $18 nonstop. And that, like I said, when we budget for the rides we want to do every year, a lot of us do it like this. We say, and we use the $100,000 narrative. If we want to make $100,000, but I only want to drive 25,000 miles over the next year, then that means each one of my rides got to be at least $4 a mile. $4 or more. Because if it's or more, it'll pull your average up. Then you might be getting $7, $8, $9 a mile. And so you can take a $1, $2 a mile ride at some point. But you keep that shit up. You keep that $4, $5, $6, $7, $11 a mile, $12 for a mile. You keep that rate up, your per mile rate up. You don't have to drive a whole lot of miles in a year to make $100,000. All these dollar a mile people, they're going to be out there driving, I want to make $100,000, but they're taking 70 cents a mile rides, $1 a mile. They got to drive like over 100,000 miles on their car if they want to make $100,000 that year, which is why they're working 80 hours. Because they say, well, I'm going to push for $100,000. I got to get $2,000 a week, but they're working 80 hours a week. And I'm like, that shit don't make sense. I got the cancel notice after. They tried to get me to pick up with a basket full of groceries, 15 gallons of water, and 3 people in my 3 Series. Yeah, nah, Bricks, and no. I did the same shit. I would have pulled up and been like, skirt. I would have stopped that shit. One time I had a group of people and the baby get mad I wouldn't take them. Told them 4 max. And they tried to argue. This is a baby. As if it didn't count as a whole person. Exactly. Like, motherfucker, it's a baby, not a fetus. A fetus might not count as a person. If the baby's still in your stomach, that's one thing. This motherfucker's out. I can see that motherfucker. You holding it. That's a real person, goddammit. That motherfucker got eyes. I said, it's a baby. It's a person, goddammit. Man, it's funny shit. No, last time Scroober sent me anything about cancel was back in 2018. Yeah. Winter said, I like your idea on a recent video of the riders paying like individual fares for the amount of people there are. That way, if there was a short trip with 4 people, it would actually be worth it for us. I'm telling you, Winter, they're getting over on us big time with this shit because 4 people can't get on the bus for the price of 1 person getting on the bus. But 4 people can jump in our car for the price of 1 person jumping in our car. And that shit, to me, it needs to be adjusted. And I think the adjustment happens when they can touch on their phone 4 people. It automatically recalculates from 1 person to 4 person. So instead of the ride being, $8 for 4 people, it recalculates and it goes up to like $21 for 4 people. So we get more, Lyft gets more, and each person can either cash app each other or give money back and forth. But everybody's paying for no freeloaders. Everybody's paying for a ride in this fucking car. Because if somebody was to fuck up my mat behind me, I got to pay for that to fix that. They fuck up that mat, I got to pay for that to fix that. The more people in your car, the more damage you're going to get. So why are we not compensated for the potential damage of having all these people in our fucking car? We're not compensated for it. That shit's irritating to me. It's irritating. What up, stock market mindset? Yeah. And it struts, like I said. And when I first started driving, I started driving the Jeep. So I'm driving the Jeep and I put 35s on the big ass tires. Every time I would have people in the back of my Jeep, we'd go over a bump because there's a lot of dips in Arizona because of the water channels and stuff like that. They try to channel rainwater out. It would bottom out my Jeep like boom, boom. It would keep bottoming out. Like it would hit the bump stops and everything because the shocks were like getting blown out. So I had to take my whole strut system off the back of my Jeep. I did the shit on a video on my channel, took the whole strut system out, went and bought an Escalade air strut system, took my Escalade air compressor, welded everything up in there, created all new brackets and all of that shit, welded the compressor in it, ran air lines all the way to the struts, and now my Jeep can be aired up in the back. So when I'm taking a lot of people, I just hit the air switch button, the Jeep airs up, now I don't bottom out now. But I had to do that shit just to take people in my Jeep because you get some heavy motherfuckers back there. And we driving, it's like boom, boom, and you can see people's heads just like boom, damn, boom. It's like, exactly, we bottom the fuck out, man. Like shit. Doc said, I got to stop listening to your vids, Jeff. You got me canceling motherfuckers with 3 or more for $3. I act like I don't see him as skirt like the Migos. Motherfucker, skirt. Walk it like I talk it. Skirt. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Motherfuckers been like, Doc pull up. He be like, got dope like Pablo, like a narco. That song the Migos be sending, man. Fucking that shit's crazy as hell. Man, hey, sometimes you do that shit, man. He's like, I sit there and see that shit. I'm like, I can't fuck with these people, man. I can't fuck with them. It's like, this is a $3 ride and there's 4 people standing on the corner. I'm like, man, skirt, just keep going. Shit, I did that shit on the video when I was sitting in front of a restaurant a few videos back, and the lady was in the parking lot and she wouldn't walk to me. She was like, where are you at? I'm like, I'm in front of the restaurant right where the pin is. I'm in the parking lot. And she waited the whole time until it started going down. Like, I'm sitting at the pin. She's not coming. What up, King James? And she's not coming to me. And the ticker ticked all the way down until it was, then she calls right before the time limit was up. Where are you? Drunk as a motherfucker. I'm at the spot right where you told me. I'm right in front of the restaurant. Whatever. Never mind. Whatever. Just like acting shitty and shit. I was like, okay. So I hung up, canceled that motherfucker, got the cancellation fee and kept driving. So I don't fuck. I could have just went up in the parking lot and picked her up. She was just right up in the parking lot. I could have went up there and picked her up, but she was acting shitty, and I didn't want that energy in my car at that time. She's whatever, never mind, whatever. I was like, okay, shit, skirt, kept fucking going. I know she's like, he just canceled me. You goddamn right. I'm like, you don't talk to me like that. It's 2:00 in the fucking morning. I'm your driver. I'm trying to get your ass home safe. I'm at the pickup pen on your phone showing you where I am. And you got nerve to tell me whatever. I was like, okay, I'm that wrong motherfucker to talk to like that. It's like, man, Melvin, you always on that shit, man. It's like watching that crusty dusty, watching your live. Exactly. Oh, ride flow, that lady. Oh, man. I should have known because I parked in front of this lady's house and I'm sitting there waiting. I don't see nobody. All of a sudden, somebody taps on the back. I look at the back. I'm like, oh, shit, it's a lady standing back by my car. Didn't know. Get out. She's got this walker with her. I'm like, damn, she came up out of nowhere with a walker and every fucking thing. Didn't even see her. So I hear him through the walker in the motherfucking back of the car. She got in. She walked over, got in the car. It's like, oh, yeah, my back's kind of sore, this and that. I got to go to the chiropractor. This. And I was like, all right, cool. We just start driving and we, going out the neighborhood. We got the big water things. Like I said, all in Arizona, they got the streets like that. So we like boom, cruising. She's like, every time we hit one, it's easy. It's like, boom, boom. She's like, ow, my back. And I'm like, she's sitting like right behind me. I think the bitch is leaning forward doing it on purpose. She's going, ow, my back. I'm like, God damn, lady. I'm like, sit the fuck back, relax. I'm like, I said, well, this is how this, I've never hit this many bumps before. I was like, she usually takes the bus. This is the first time she took the ride. The bus is big. The bus has an air suspension system. So she's in my car. This is not a fucking bus. So we driving, we hit another corner. Boop, boop. Ow, my back. I'm like, I'm about to drop this motherfucker off. I'm at that. We had a long way to go. We had to go all the way down Camelback, all the way to the Scottsdale Mall. And this lady was right behind me the entire time. This is so uncomfortable. Oh my God. And I'm like, and as soon as like I'm thinking, she was like, well, usually the bus doesn't go this way. I'm like, of course, this is Lyft. This is not the bus system, it's Lyft. And so I'm driving according to the Lyft map, doing Lyft. And she's used to driving main streets because the bus does the main streets, not the way we go. Man. And that's what the issue was. Like you said, a member of the bus crowd. That's right, Drew. She was used to driving them big ass buses that you can run over a motherfucking building and you wouldn't feel it on the bus the whole time. I'm like, I swear to God, I was like, if this lady do this shit one more fucking time, I'm just going to pull over and say, listen. And I 3-starred her ass because I had to. I said, well, and I told her at the light, I said, well, what we can do is you can just 3-star me and I'll 3-star you so it unmatches us so you don't have to get the car anymore. She's like, well, I usually just take the bus. And I'm just like, this is the whole fucking problem, lady. You ain't used to driving in cars. Like, she's got this big ass walker fucking yelling in my ear and shit, man. They be careful with that, Liv. They're deactivating a lot of drivers right now. When it's surging, I get the pin. If they don't reply, I don't see their blue icon moving on, I cancel. I only wait for cancellation fee when it's super slow. Yep. And if it's a big amount, I'll wait. But if it's like a little amount, $4 or $5, I'm not waiting because I can get a $13 ride probably a block away. Man, yep, folks be testing your paces, man. It's always long ass ride too, for real, man. Always that long banger. And I'll be like, shit. And this motherfucker was like, 7-8 miles. And it wasn't a little, 1-2 mile trip that I'm normally. It was 7-8 miles of that shit, man. And you have no idea how long a mile is till you got a motherfucker with a broke back in your back seat. A mile is a long fucking. And I'm like, I got 80 of these motherfuckers to go. I've never heard a ride this comfortable. This is so uncomfortable. Oh my God. I'm like, bitch, if you don't quit fucking with me. I was like, that was the longest 8 miles of my life. I was like, damn, man, it felt like I was taking a trip on the motherfucking spacecraft. I was like, man, we ain't never gonna make it to the moon at this rate. We're never making it to the moon. God damn it. That need to be a motherfucking alarm clock for people to wake up. Her fucking voice. I swear to God, you jump out the motherfucking bed and throw that bitch across the room. Oh, you need to wake up and go to work. Motherfucker, fuck this goddamn alarm clock. Like, bitch, you have $1 million voice because you're going to be waking motherfuckers up, making them mad. I just set that shit as alarm clock. I should have had a recorder fucking voice and use that shit as a text message notification for people I don't like. I'm like, nope, I ain't answering that shit. Flex, what's good? What's good? He says, I figured that because I never got suspended for canceling. They just used to send you a message. Yeah. Tell you, man, that lady voice, man. She's sitting on a gold mine. She don't even realize it. Her voice is irritating like a motherfucker. She's sitting on a gold mine. I'd be like, lady, I will record exactly what the fuck you saying and send that shit to alarm companies for like, stores. Guaranteed motherfucker breaking the store instead of it going rear, rear, rear. It'd be like, ow, my back. Motherfucker take off running. Like, do you hear that shit? Some lady back broke, man. We took off running. Like that, I had that shit as a car alarm. Motherfucker tap your car. Ow! Yeah, exactly. Hey, Rui said, I'd almost pay her to get off. I know is that you got to get out. I give you $5. Sounds like a villain in the 1930s gangster movie. Real shit, man. She was killing me, dog. She was killing me. And I was like, man, I didn't want to be mean because I know, man, she had to get to work. And I'm like, I'm kind of a nice person sometimes, but I was so close, man. And Camelback was kind of smooth for a while, so it was kind of cool on Camelback until we go through stoplights. When you go through stoplights, it's like boop, 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 like that. And she was like, how? I'm like, damn. This is, come on, YouTube. How do I get an ad during the live? Yeah, man, they started doing that shit. And now I'm like, do they do ads during lives when I'm actually like speaking? That's fucking crazy. Like, that's why, man, I'm gonna get Premiere. I'm getting fucking YouTube Premium or something like that. So I gotta see no more ads. I'm like, I'd rather just watch. I'll pay the fucking $5, $10 a month, whatever the fuck. And my lives don't have ads. I thought, shit. They probably thinking, oh shit, let's. I think because I mentioned David Richards' name. Once I mentioned David Richards' name, they started fucking with my stuff. Exactly. Does anyone else have venues where they go and have to cancel on people over and over because they don't know where the venue pickup spot is? There's a venue here in SLC like that. Yep. I've done that before. That's why, and you see on one of my things, I'll hurry up, I'll cancel them, then I'll hurry up and turn the app off so they can't get me back. Because you got to keep canceling them over and over again. And it's like, I'm going to get in trouble doing this shit. This is going to be the second, third time I cancel them. So I just keep doing it. $18.99 a month. What? Oh, shit. That's a lot, man. So I invested in premium for Jeff's University. I know. Hey, I need premium so when I'm doing my repairs and shit, I can just let the shit play when I'm in the garage, man. I just let shit play all day. I'll just turn it on a long-ass video and let it play, and I'll be busy. It'll be going through the stereo and everything. This is like the motherfucking Tyson interview. My neck broke. What you mean, motherfucker? Spinal. That Mike Tyson interview. I remember that shit. Yeah, my neck broke. Interview said, what do you mean? He was like, spinal. Motherfucker broke his neck. Motherfucker straight said spinal. Oh, man. Hey, what is it? I hate when they want you to come to them in certain venues. There's too much traffic, and Uber and Lyft puts them in different names because they know we don't like to drive to them. Yep, they do. And that's the thing with them venues, man. Uber and Lyft, they know the joke, man. YouTube Premium is only $11.99 a month unless you purchase through Crapple instead of Apple. Crapple. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that shit. $12 a month, I'll do it. Crapple charges $18.99 a month because Apple gonna get their money off that shit. That's what it is. Sadly, that was Tyson's final moment in the ring. He went out with spinal. It was spinal. Yeah, it was spinal. Like, motherfucker, what? Hey, Mike Tyson was funny as a motherfucker without even knowing it. He only made sense to be in a Hangover series. He was always fucking funny. He never even knew it. Apple with the pimping school, man. Yeah, so, oh, really? I had to mine through Apple Pay. Thanks for the info. I'll sub a different way. Oh, yeah, you got to fucking start looking at ways to get these damn apps for cheaper. Like I said, if it's $18.99 a month through Apple, but $11.99 through something else, go through the cheaper way. Save that $7, man. $7 a fucking month you be saving. Damn, that's crazy. $84 a year, almost $100 a year just by going through Apple instead. That's nuts. Apple's some motherfucker. And they be doing that shit. Didn't they have DoorDash or something like that where the customers was paying more for the orders on DoorDash and they was paying if they had an Android phone? Apple be making a fucking money, man. They be getting that shit. Most of the apps go through crappy, cost more than through Google directly. Because Apple want to get their money off the top. They're like, well, if you're going through our servers and you're going through our shit, we taking a bit of the money. Man, Apple is gangster. Most of the apps, yeah, Glitch Dash is like, I'm just taking notes right now. Tell motherfuckers, hey, I'm gonna make a video about how you can get YouTube Premium for dirt cheap. Don't go through crappy. Fucking crapple. Y'all are hilarious with that shit, man. Oh yeah, that's happened to me too, Doc. I've gotten tricked into going to venues a few times with trip radars that aren't showing the actual addresses. Yeah, and a lot of times when like the other day, I showed a video where I was driving to pick somebody up and I had my surge and everything connect, and the motherfucking destination was 0 miles away. I was like, no, y'all not getting me. They tried to they was trying to take away my surge. They sent me a ride where I get to the person, but the destination was 0.0. I'm like, how does the apps allow people to even do that? Set a destination for 0 miles away. I'm like, that means you're going nowhere. The app should have something to just say, are you sure you would like a ride to nowhere? Like, check with these motherfuckers. Because we gotta sit there and like have that shit on our apps. And I'm like, dude, I got a surge sitting here. I'm gonna lose my fucking surge, man. Yeah. This Mike was funny in Hangover when that boy rocked Allen. Allen turned over and everything. He was out and bumping that Phil Collins. I can see it coming through the No. Thoughts on Tyreek Hill saying he wants to be a porn star when he retires after putting up 70 against the Broncos. He probably thinking, he's like, yeah, because I'm fucking him up. Yeah, I'm fucking him up. I'm gonna be a porn star because I'm fucking him up. Shit. Was that? And then he says both apps refused to list a pickup as Walmart. After I accept the ride and get close, and all of a sudden it says Walmart. Yeah, because they don't want you to know what it is. They want you to get there. And you be like, oh shit, it's a Walmart. Know where your Walmarts are. OnlyFans is the only way. That's the pivot. God damn it. The pivot is OnlyFans. Motherfucker show up and be like, oh man, my motherfucking internet it is lagging like a motherfucker. You got OnlyFans on your internet. Like the whole laptop is fucked up. Everything's like, man, I gotta take this shit off somehow. I mean, that shit's a hack. I'll tell you that OnlyFans shit is the life hack, because there's a lot of school teachers doing that shit, and they was all trying to do it so they didn't have to go to work no more. It's like, either I could teach kids or I'm gonna show my ass to a whole bunch of strangers today. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna make this money today? It's like life hack. OnlyFans, life hack. You need that fucking t-shirt. OnlyFans, like life hack, OnlyFans. Fuck that shit. Like, I'm not going to school today. Fuck that. Yeah, Winter's Market is probably better than Loston instead of Austin. Fucking Drew be coming up with some names. He be killing me with all these fucking nicknames. Loston instead of Austin. He be like Scroober, Grift, Apartments. I hate delivering to them fucking apartments. I be dying. Drew be hot. He be mad as a motherfucker. He be pissed off. That should be funny as hell, man. Yeah, Uber can't hustler, true hustler. Yeah, we'll figure that shit out somehow, man. We will figure it out. Full-time teacher and part-time freelance. Real shit, man. Real shit. That's their fucking job description. Full-time teacher and part-time freelance. Life hack, motherfucker. Freelance. Oh, King James is out there. Hey, James, you out there working right now, man? Because it's only, 12? It's middle of the day right now. Temperature's 93 degrees. It's under 100 degrees, 93 degrees, sunny, 1236, right here in the capital city, Phoenix, where you get the shit. Everybody's got to hear the shit. W balls, W balls, W balls. That's an old Snoop Dogg album, baby. Like that shit. Like I said, if I made videos about Roger, I'll be kicked off of YouTube fast as fuck. Exactly. Drew, they wouldn't let Drew get on YouTube. They block your phone from that shit. You try to type in YouTube, it's like server not found, error 404. It's like, what the hell? Another 5-minute traffic light. Run it. Fuck that shit. Run it. Yeah, but that's the thing. This week, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some old school driving, man. I'm gonna play all motherfucking old ass Snoop, Ice Cube, all that shit. Because I'll be going, some weeks I'll go through and I'll play all my East Coast music. Keith Murray, Cannabis. I'll go do Busta Rhymes. I'll do all my East Coast shit one week. This week, man, it's all going to be some old school Snoop and shit like that, man. Jeff, I heard Sergio is going to invite you on his channel. He wants to show you how it's done. That's funny shit. Everybody wants to invite me to their channel, but no, not happening. Wants to show me how it's done. I'm checking out the app and it's great. No sign. Yeah, exactly. No, rideshare guy, they wouldn't like me on their channel. They had me on there a long time ago, though. When I was first getting started and shit like that, they had me on there. But I got the disclaimer right up front. Man, you can't be cussing a lot, which is cool. I said, all right, bet. But that was the only time I think I did another channel and I actually like kind of chilled out for motherfuckers. To me, it's just not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it to go on other channels. And it's not even from a monetization standpoint, but it's from a wasting my time standpoint. And I'd rather be talking to people in the chat, laughing at people in the chat and stuff like that. And that's how we do live. That's a live stream. I mean, if I want to do a video, I'll just go do a fucking video and I don't got to talk to nobody. I just do a video and then we can talk in the comments later. Yeah, before you go on any channel, you should ask their AR on both apps. What's your AR though? Exactly. I was bumping Bone Thugs, but I'm close to Fort Worth. Yeah. And like I said, and I don't mind, like I said, other content creators making content about content and shit. That's not my thing. But I'm one of those, I would rather just talk to people in the chat. Tuber, motherfucker, y'all got to find out what Tuber's all about. And I'd rather talk to people in the chat, but a lot of people on their live streams, even like my buddies who used to do live streams all the time, they be like, man, you always be in the chat, man. You be in the chat a lot and you talk to your chat. I'm like, because that's just the channel I do, man. I don't do channels like other ways. If people want to just go watch somebody talk live, we got channels like that out there. Why do I want to be another one? I'm like, I just talk to fucking, people in the chat. We laugh, we have a good time. A lot of drivers, if they have voices and they want to say something or ask a question or whatever, at least talk about it. Don't ignore the shit. That's rude, man. And what Drew say, shit, you ain't seen a long light until you see these frontage road lights at Texas freeways. Every direction goes at one time. And of course, direction with the most traffic get the shortest greens. Dude, I'll be running those motherfuckers at the time of night. Fuck that, I'll be out. So Lyft is taking away Lux. How about Uber? Are they taking away premium too? I don't think so. Ubers ain't talking about taking away the premium, but I don't know. I'll do UberX. I don't have premium, but I'm going to start looking into that shit to see if they really will take it. They might increase their premium to get drivers to go from Lyft. If we lose Lux and Uber says we're going to expand our premium, I guarantee Lyft collapses overnight. Because if Uber opens up their app and says, hey, we're going to get everybody who was on Lux over there, if you can prove you're on Lux or whatever, send us documentation or either send us your car make and model. We'll put you on premium on our app. Come drive for us now. Lyft will be fucked. Because they thinking everybody's gonna go from Lux and drop down a tier. They're gonna go from Lux to a whole nother app, and that's it. That's gonna be the end of that fucking company. End of it. It says Merlin Uber is taking all and leaving Uber Pet only. We don't have Uber Pet. That's it. We got to drive around picking up fucking greyhounds and shit all fucking day. I gotta go pick up a Cocker Spaniel. Exactly. Yo, 58 on the Tesla with no motherfucking Lux, man. I'll be mad as hell. And that's the thing is like, we owe all this money on all these cars we got, and we bought them for the Lux platform. Uber, the time is now. If you motherfuckers gonna make a play right now. You got a whole lot of drivers who talking about leaving this place. Because like I said, even with David Richard getting on that live stream yesterday, it didn't make nobody want to drive Lyft even fucking more because the wrong questions were asked. Nobody gives a fuck about Lyft for real because Lyft don't give a fuck about Lux drivers. So what they gonna do is Uber gonna say, hey, we gonna have to turn around and let all these Lux drivers come over and keep their cars on an upgraded platform, even if they do UberX rides. Because I do UberX and I do well with UberX. But if Uber just said, we not only want you to keep doing UberX for us, but we will show you a little respect and allow you to put your car on a premium tier over here. You can come do premium. How about that? Ain't no fucking way I'll turn Lyft back on after that. No way. Ain't no way. Because just that gesture of goodwill of them saying, not only are you doing well on UberX, but we're going to turn around and have you on premium too. We're going to allow you to select premium when you want to select premium. Come on over. Man, shit. Lyft would be like, yeah, I don't open Lyft at all. Why would I? If all I have is Lyft Basic, why would I open Lyft when I'm on UberX and they allow me to move up to a premium car just because I was on Lyft? They can win this shit, man. If they want to go for the jugular, this is the time to fucking do it. This is the time to do it. And what Glitch Dad say, Jeff, you talk about your days of running track. But a lot of us have wondered if you also ran cross country. Nah, my big brother did. My oldest brother, he ran cross country. He was an 800-meter dash runner, ran cross country for Berkeley and stuff like that. I used to run like 5 miles. I had a roommate, Chad Bishop. He ran cross country. So sometimes I go running with them. We do like a 5-mile run or something like that. That was about as far as I can go. Like, yo, I can't do that many, man. Ooh, I wish. Cross country, and especially in Iowa, it was cold as hell out there, man. And how do you feel about Yellow Cab joining Uber? I think Yellow Cab joining Uber is going to be interesting for one thing. I think it's going to take away a lot of the cheap shit that we don't want to deal with. I really believe that. It's going to take away a lot of the cheap shit that most of us don't want to deal with. Like the little shit short rides and all that, $3 for 4 people. So let them beat them cabs up. Let them. $4 for 4 people. Let them beat them fucking cabs up. Because we're going to be still taking the good rides because people are going to be like, I don't want no cab showing up at the house. No, I want a real actual fucking car. I want like a nice car showing up. I want a goddamn, a Maxima showing up, an Altima showing up. I want something nice pulling up to my house. If you send me a motherfucking cab, I'm canceling that shit. Because a lot of people just, like I said, it's more than just transportation for some of these people. If they're paying really good money for shit, they want something nice. They're paying really good money, $28 for a ride. They want a nice truck showing up. They want an SUV showing up, a Sonata. They want something nice showing up for $28. They don't want to see a fucking cab show up with a big ass yellow light on fucking top of it, checkerboards down the side, phone numbers all over the motherfucker, numbers on the back trunk. And this is what I got to ride in. They might take that shit to the airport, yeah, but they ain't taking that to no motherfucking party. They ain't getting drop off at no nightclub and no dinner at that shit. They not doing that when they know they can get a Tesla. Fucking Model 3 will come pick them up. Hey, a Model 3 can come pick me up. Let me take that instead. And some people just want their money to be worth it, man. They want to be worth it. Yeah. Hey, Flex, man, you won't even open Lyft no more. If Uber really wanted to solidify the operations of Lyft and really fucking like just close their motherfucking door, the opportunity is right in front of them. The opportunity is right here. This is chess. This is fucking chess. And a lot of drivers are what make these apps work. And if Lyft wanted to express that to Lyft and say, you guys got into a game with some real heavy fucking hitters, we're worldwide. You motherfuckers are only national. We're a heavy hitter. We're going to show y'all we can not only take all y'all motherfucking drivers, but we can treat them better at the same time. You don't think drivers are going to go to where they're going to get treated better? If Lyft is telling me after all the work I did, all the money I invested in this car, all the driving I did, you're going to tell me my car is only for Lyft basic? That's as best you can do for me. But Uber saying, we're going to let you do UberX, but we're also going to give you a premium. We'll put you on premium and see how you do on premium over here. Bet. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lyft is going to implode. And then not only that, but once you're on Uber, if you got Uber open all day, you can still do Uber Eats. If you just want to take a break for a while, motherfucker send you, $22 for 3 miles to deliver some Sonic. Shit. You already got Uber Eats open. Fucking hit that shit. So you got UberX, you'll have premium, and you'll have Uber Eats. Man, Lyft wouldn't survive. Lyft wouldn't survive. Because that's a lot of drivers with a lot of vehicles that would implode that fucking company, like instantly. And everybody who's renting cars for Lyft, all the people who are renting cars for Lyft would instantly say, I want to rent a car for Uber now. I don't want to do Lyft no more. So because if I can go over and use the car that I'm renting over on Uber instead of on Lyft, and I get all these amenities, I get UberX, Uber Eats, and premium, shit. All you got over on Lyft is Lyft. That's it. You got Lyft. You don't have nothing else. And it's like, man, they would shut them down so fast. What does it say? Took the ride share on Vegas Strip and it was 105 degrees. Driver had windows down. Said not the one to use the AC to run to save on gas. Come on, man. Yeah, running on altitude. There's no damn way I'm driving in 105 with my windows down. Nope. I mean, even at 101, when it's like 99, 93, I got my AC going. When it's under 90, especially at night, I'll roll the windows down and cruise. Daytime, hell no. Because I'm not about to sit in my car and be sweating and shit, be hotting them up, man. Yeah, I'll report that shit. I'm like, and then these motherfuckers be, oh yeah, well, you didn't tip me. AC is not about tipping to me. AC is about my own comfort too. I'm not going to ride around uncomfortable as a motherfucker just to try to punish some fucking body. That's the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard. I'm going to punish myself to punish you. No, man. No. This is Winter. When is it, Jeff? You made that video the other day kind of explaining what goes on in the lives, and it made me go back and watch some, which made me come here, and I'm glad I did. This is helpful and entertaining. Thank you, Winter. Appreciate it. And hopefully we can help you get some money up in Salt Lake. Like I said, we get you some money up in Salt Lake. This might be a good winter for you. Because that's the thing about Salt Lake. any state that has like snow, you guys make a killing doing deliveries when it snows or it rains. You make a killing. And the only thing is, when it's like snowing out, you probably make a lot of money like doing like restaurants, because a lot of people don't like to drive leaving restaurants if they're gonna drink a little bit. So where our winters are very slow down here in Phoenix, real slow, y'all gonna be booming in winter. As soon as that weather starts getting a little colder and everybody starts driving, nobody wants to drive in the snow. Nobody, it's gonna be money to be made. Money to be made. Yeah, it's too hot in Texas to be running AC. Yep. And what's a winter? What is the gas prices up in Salt Lake anyway? Because like I said, my son, he's up in Pleasant Grove. I guess I could text his little ass, be like, dude, what's the gas up there? Man, yeah, I run my AC at all times. Fuck that. That's me, man. If it's like nighttime when it's nice and cool out, I'll probably roll the windows for a while. But I gotta have that AC going, man. I need that cool air hitting me when I'm cruising in that car, man. I don't see how people do it. Riding around hot, sweaty, smell like motherfucking Cheetos and goddamn mashed potatoes. Fuck that. You stink. Turn your AC on, man. You stink. Motherfucker, get out the car. It's like, how you been sitting in the car? And in the summertime, that's the only time I really, when I'm driving and it's getting too hot, I'll come home mid-shift, take me a shower and change clothes and get back in the car. Because I ain't going to be riding around all day sweating like a motherfucker. No, I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, shit, in Michigan, I used to bank during snowstorms. Yeah, Drew, I remember, man, you used to hit us up. You used to be like, oh, man, it snowed or it rained, it's this and that. I'm out in these streets. You used to make money out there, man. We see your ass like on a video and we won't see you to the next day. You be like, oh, yeah, man, I just hit a $320 day. It's like delivery. Like, damn, killing it. Yeah, gas prices around are $4.30 a gallon. Yeah, that's not bad. We're about $5.50 right now. So, yeah. Put a set of Blizzaks on my Versa and I'm good, man. That's it. You got to get them snow tires, man. If you're in a snow area, get them. People be trying to be skimpy and shit on safety. Like, no, don't be skimpy on no tires. Like I said, I keep tires in the garage. I go through tires a lot because I would rather worry about tires than anything else. That's like trying to walk around with shoes with no sole on the motherfucker. You step on a nail or some shit. It's like, no, get you something up under your feet, man. Put something up under your car. Forget that. Wait a minute. $8 is more in the richer areas, but that's where I drive. 6 to 7 is more average. Man, that's a lot, Scuds. That's a lot. Whew. $8 a gallon, man. Then that's the thing, man. We had a chance to tell this motherfucker yesterday. I gotta find out what driver's costs are. I mean, our rent already is increased. Everything's already increased. But it's like now gas is going through the roof. And you guys still want us to drive for y'all, but you're not increasing any of the prices or trying to give any supplement, and you're taking more of the fare. Shit just don't add up. Shit don't add up. It's like you're not looking out for drivers who are trying to look out to get people to and from. If you're not looking out for drivers, motherfuckers are just done. They're done. Exactly. Winter tires are cheaper than a total car. Ruiz said, damn, I'm calling about $3.50 a gallon. I'll take it back, man. $3.50 a gallon is, if the shit dropped to $3.50 a gallon in Phoenix right now, I'd go into the motherfucking clerk counter. I'd be like, excuse me, clerk. Is your motherfucking gas watered down? Why is it so cheap? $3.50 a gallon is like cheap. What's going on with the gas? Yeah, we kind of filled it halfway with water today. Yeah, okay. I don't want none. I'm good. Shit, $3.50 a gallon, man. That's, yeah, $3.39, $3.50, man. $3.02 in Ohio. It's $3.02 in Ohio in the ghetto. But it's only cash. Yeah, they trying to get y'all motherfuckers. If they see somebody walking to the gas station, they only got cash on them. And how you know they got cash on them? They had the gas pump, and it's only cash. It's like, shit, man. Yeah, it's Scuds. Pause. Forget that. It's Scuds. Pause. Yeah, man. It's like $3.50 a gallon, $3.39. New Orleans is what? $3.15. Doc says it's $3.15 in New Orleans right now. That is crazy. I'm paying like $5.50, and I'm like, man, this shit is creeping up, man. It's creeping up. And that's what these CEOs and shit don't understand. Like I said, they're not grounded in reality. And we had a chance to help them become more grounded in reality because we're all real drivers, all in the trenches. And not a single voice was fucking heard the whole time. That shit, like I said, it gets to me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It gets to me a little bit because I like YouTube. Because I like the fact that you can help people out. I like doing live streams because it's a chance that people who are driving right now or doing something right now, they can interact with you one-on-one. It's not like a comment strand. It's like a chat. It's like a real chat. So to talk to people and to let him know, hey, man, if you want to really know what driver expenses are, Let me run down a list of some people in the chat right now. Just start throwing out gas prices and be like, and they're filling their cars up at this price every day, filling their cars up to pick up people for y'all app, filling these fucking cars up to pick up people for y'all app. And if you don't know how that is, what, another ad? I don't know where these ads are coming from. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing. We got all these drivers out here picking up people, and nobody's saying, you know, drivers are going deeper into the hole in debt with interest rates, fuel increase, and you're not making any inclination to say we're a type of app to realize how you guys are being hit with costs. So what we're going to do is we're going to cap a fucking percentage of what we take from the rider on these trips. We're going to cap a percent. And this is what the cap is going to be. I'm going to make an executive decision to make it that cap. Because sometimes people are paying $130 a ride and we're getting $40 out of that because it's a concert. People paying $85 a ride, we getting $28. If they capped a percent on what they would take, if somebody paid $84 and they capped it at 25%, we'd probably walk away with like $50, $60 out of that. 50, 60 bucks out of that we'd be getting instead of $28 to $30 out of that. An extra $20 per ride for 10 rides is $200. You making an extra $200 a week just by them saying we're going to institute a cap. Let's institute a cap. They won't do that shit because they don't care about drivers to the degree. They're going to keep digging into our pockets as much as they can until we have nothing fucking left. Steve Downs. And if they don't put a cap on how much money, they're taking out of these fares, that means the sky is the limit for them, but we have a ceiling. We can only go so high. That's it. The cap is on us. It's not on them. And we're the ones out in the streets doing the work, doing the extra increase in fuel, the extra increase in maintenance on cars and shit like that. They're not doing any increases. The increases they have are hiring new fucking people for a deactivation department. The deactivation department is not what we're worried about, though. We're worried about how deactivations are done. That's more important than you hiring. Well, we just hired a new team of people. I don't give a fuck about them. The process is what I'm talking about. The people are the people. It doesn't change the process. It's just more people to fuck us over, basically, is what it is, because it's not changing the process. We got a 19% activation turnaround. What? That don't mean shit to millions and millions of drivers who go through this shit. That don't really mean shit. A lot of these motherfuckers can't even do math. And they walk around $1 a mile. Yeah, exactly, Dom. That shit on that Mercedes, that's a $1,900 alternator. That's a lot of profit you got to save up, a lot of profit you got to use just to get that alternator done. A lot of profit. And if we ain't making that much profit, that's a car down. That's a car down. That's a driver not driving. There's people in the area not getting picked up. A community that people ain't dealing with. So it's like, man, yeah. What is they? If they were ethically pricing that way, the more we make, the more we would make, the more they make. Real shit, because we be taking more rides. Like I said, the true barometer of a rideshare community is your low AR drivers. Look at your low AR drivers. See what they're taking. See why they're taking it. High AR drivers are not a barometer. Those motherfuckers take anything. You can give them mashed potatoes, they'll take it. Give them cold-ass coleslaw, they'll take it. Give them corn, they'll fucking take it. Give them a hot dog that somebody bit out of, they'll fucking take it. But a low AR driver, that's the barometer of what's going on in the community of rideshare. Because a low AR driver is going to be analytical. That's not a good ride. It's not a good area. It's not a good rate. Everything's going to start making sense when you talk to your low AR drivers. Like somebody said earlier, talk to people first and ask them, what's your AR? Before you get on their channel, ask them, what is your AR? Because it makes sense. It just makes sense. Yep, we make more, you make more. Drivers get paid, we want to work. We make the company profitable. Passengers happy, simple math. Real shit, Dom. Real shit. And that's a question you just flat out asking me, like, hey, man, do you want Lyft to work out? Do you want Lyft to stay afloat? Do you want Lyft to continue as a company? Yeah. Then don't do away with Lux. That's your first fucking problem. Because there's a lot of drivers right there that make this company a lot of money. And like y'all ain't seen my videos. When I do Lyft Basic and I'm doing my surges and all that shit, Lyft always loses money. They always lose money. When I do Lux, Lyft always makes money Because when you look on Lux, you see the lift adjustment fee, it's always positive when I'm doing Lux. Always positive. And it's big positive, like $60, $80, $150. It's big positive. When I'm doing just Lyft, it's always negative. Negative $2, negative $30, negative $13. Because I don't take no shit rides on Lyft. I only take shit that got surge attached. If I'm doing a challenge or a streak, if I got a bonus going, that's the only time I drive Lyft. That's it. So if they want to stay profitable, they want that Lyft adjustment fee to stay positive, then they need to let Lux drivers drive, because we choose rides that they're getting paid on and we're getting paid on. It's a good balance. Lux is a really good balance, and it makes money for them. But like I said, a lot of people yesterday in the chat were saying that. They were saying that. Talk about Lux. Talk about Lux. Because this dude has no fucking idea what Lux drivers make. He don't even know what base drivers make. He have no idea that the more we make on Lux, the more this company is getting a plus adjustments. Their adjustments are plus $67, plus $80, plus $152, all because I'm accepting more rides on Lux than I'm accepting on Lyft. So if I'm accepting more rides, that means the company is making more money because I'm accepting more rides. My AR is going up. If my AR is going up, that means you're eating more too. We're both eating. But when they don't look at the equation like that, when they look at the equation as, well, we want to kind of cut expenses away from what we're spending out. When you cut expenses from what you're spending out, which is our salaries, our money, we're going to bounce. We're going to do some other shit. Lyft ain't going to stay afloat. Not if Uber is smart. If Uber is smart and Uber really want to get Lyft to go out of regions, Lyft is going to have to like minimize their market like dramatically, especially in a lot of markets where Lux drivers are doing conventions and games and stuff like that. A lot of people that don't do the Lux markets are in smaller towns because they just do the Lyft markets. They don't have enough for Lux to sustain themselves. So they do the Lyft market. Bigger cities do a Lux market. Uber's going to be in these big markets and Lyft won't, because Lyft won't be able to sustain themselves. They're going to be negative markets. Everybody's driving Lyft, but the ARs are everybody going to go straight down into the ground because nobody's picking up people for $2.62. Nobody picking up 4 passengers for $5. Nobody doing that shit no more. So Lyft is going to go straight into the ground. Yeah, the only reason why I take $1 a mile is to either set me up in a busy area, take me home. That's it. That's it. Drew, you're critical, you're analytical. You know why you're doing what you're doing. That's the kind of drivers that make money in this game. When you know why you're doing what you're doing and when you're doing it, you're going to win every time. You're going to win. You're going to win. So you slam my door, you get a 1 star. That's funny shit. King James says, slam my door. But when you know exactly what you're doing with these apps, you know how to make money with these apps, that's a good driver that can help you out. They can help you make money in the market because they know the market well enough. You send that driver rides that are, profitable for you and profitable for the driver, the ARs are going to go up now. The more our ARs are tanking, that's the less rides people are taking. And with people like David Risher, they don't see it because all they see is reports. They don't talk to real drivers. Even when real drivers are sitting in the motherfucking chat, even when real drivers are sitting in the chat, you don't get a chance to talk to us. Man, we real. We 100. We keep it 100. Even if I say, why the fuck won't you do this? Why the fuck won't you do that? You ain't got to use the F word in it. Just say, hey, David, why won't you do this? You ain't got to put the F word in it. Just like I can keep it real, but you can kind of water that shit down so David can hear it. And a lot of people were saying that in all the chat. And I think that's what kind of made a lot of people bitter for giving 30 minutes of our lives that we'll never get back. 30 minutes of opportunity. 30 minutes of opportunity. We've been protesting, doing everything under the sun. And the guy who we wanted to get the attention of sitting right in front of us. And we just glossed every fucking thing over. That we'll never get that time back. I know motherfuckers like, he said he's going to come back in 6 months. Yeah, right. He going to come back in a year. But it's people that won't make rent. Today is the 27th. They might not make rent in 3 or 4 days, 5 days. They might not make rent in November. They might not make rent in December. A lot of us don't have 6 months. We ain't sitting on millions of dollars. We're not sitting on thousands and millions of bucks so we can last 6 months. And we'll talk to you in 6 months. Now, some of us are on our last motherfucker now. Some people are in the hole. Some people owe people money because they borrowed money to get this far. Man, I'll pay you that 100 back next week. Some people in the hole. We don't got 6 months. We don't got a year. We real fucking drivers, man. Man. Yeah, Jeff, have you ever had a customer cause damage to one of your cars, someone with a pin in their back pocket, etc.? Well, my mats in the back are fucked up, so I had to order new mats. That's about it. But I ain't never had that pin in the pocket shit, and that right there would irritate the fuck out of me because I got leather seats. If somebody was to do that in my man, I would be pissed. And that's the thing, you know, when we had this guy sitting right here with all these real drivers, I mean, it was like 700-800 people in the chat. All people were drivers. Some people weren't rideshare drivers; they were just delivery drivers. But for the most part, people were drivers, and not a single one of those people had their comment highlighted. It was people putting super chats in there and shit like that. Nobody got their shit highlighted. Nobody got a, hey, you know what? We got a really great question and it keeps popping up, David. This is a really great time to ask you this. Let's ask you this right now. None of that. And I'm sitting there like, you know, you can give yourself 6 to 8 months to kind of prep people to say, hey guys, in 6 to 8 months, we're going to have them back on again. That's good for clout. That's good to boost the channel, to say, hey, in the future, we're going to have this going on. Keep people watching the channel. But it's not good for when a motherfucking refrigerator got a carton of eggs in there, got a thing of milk, half thing of juice, container of mustard, maybe a head of fucking lettuce, a little lunch meat. It's not a lot in that refrigerator. It's not a lot in there because all the money had to be used to cover rent. All the money had to be used to cover one of these fucking rentals. When your refrigerator is looking like that and you expected to go out to work, you can't work on no motherfucking empty stomach. I mean, in some of my videos, you know, I'll wake up and I'll go driving and y'all hear me in the video say, man, I'm starving, dog. I'm starving like a motherfucker. Because sometimes I don't eat. I know how it feels to be fucking hungry. I say this shit in my videos. Man, I got to go eat one of these nasty old ragged ass motherfucking tacos. I got to eat something, man. I'm starving. You can't work when you're hungry. It's hard to do. And me, knowing there's a surge down the fucking street, $5 surge down, $8 surge down the street. But my stomach hurting so motherfucking bad, I turn my app off and I go get something from Taco Bell or Jack in the Box that night. And I don't even like motherfucking Jack in the Box. But I cannot work on an empty stomach. Luckily, I had a couple of bucks from tips in my fucking pocket so I can get some. Luckily, I do that shit in my video. Just in the last video, I remember I was driving. I was like, man, I got to stop. I need to eat. My stomach is, you can't eat and not work at the same, like you said, what John says, yeah, Rasha taught me how to fast. Yeah, we survive on drinks. I drink these motherfuckers all the time. And I tell, yes, exactly, it's not by choice sometimes. Sometimes we just out of food, man. You out of food. I'm out. And I tell people all the time, I budget everything. I even budget my food, budget my life. I budget everything because we got to budget for the fuck up. For when shit fucks up, we got to have money for the fuck up. We got to have money for bills. And you can't have a driver driving out here on an empty ass stomach, giving amazing customer service. And before I go get a taco, I got to make sure I got enough gas in my car, but I got to weigh the options. Do I put gas in my car and hope this motherfucker give me a cash tip so I can go get some tacos? Or do I just go get some tacos? What do? I got a choice to fucking make. Yeah. Man, hey, Drew, that's the worst. What's up, Precious Cargo? Sitting there and say, buy a bucket of Crustables and keep them on deck. Real shit, Steven. And yeah, and you driving, doing deliveries, like I just said earlier in the live, when I was doing that delivery way out by Tolleson, I dropped off some food from that Hawaiian fucking barbecue place. I went back and ate there because the shit smelled good. I was starving like a motherfucker. That's way far from my house. I wasn't gonna make it home in enough time to eat to get back on the road. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. And I wasted money, but it's my health at that point. It's my health. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to the Hawaiian place and eat something because I'm not trying to eat no motherfucking McDonald's. You ain't never going to see my car in no motherfucking McDonald's. I don't eat that shit. I'd rather spend a little bit extra on some real chicken, or it looks like real fucking chicken. I'll eat Popeyes. The shit looks like real chicken. McDonald's, I know for a fact, ain't real fucking chicken. I go to KFC something. Yeah, it's an executive decision at that point. Hey, you got to either have tacos, you got to get. And these motherfuckers are so high up. They don't understand that these are the decisions that we're making as real drivers that's in the real fucking chat sitting on videos. When you got to choose between filling your motherfucking tank up or filling your stomach up. You got a real choice to fucking make. And sometimes you got your tank and you got 3 kids at home. They got stomachs too. So you got your stomach, your 3 kids' stomach, your girl or your guy's stomach, or you got the gas tank. You got a choice to fucking make. And a lot of these people don't see that because they getting AdSense revenue. They don't see that because they getting corporate money revenue. They getting sponsorship revenue. Y'all heard me on my motherfucking videos, man. I'm in my starving like a motherfucker. I'm eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and shit on the side of the road. I tell motherfuckers, this is my reality. They're like, man, this dude got a nice ass BMW. I shop at the Goodwill. I eat peanut butter and jelly on the side of the motherfucking road. I drink juice from juice packets that cost $1.84 for 10 packets. It's for real in this motherfucker. We really in the trenches for real. We really in the trenches. And a lot of people don't understand that. Oh, man, just go to Olive Garden and spend $30, $40 to eat? That's a whole goddamn tank of gas, man. I can't afford that shit. Hell yeah. Duato said, harder to find a clean bathroom than shit. Hey, one of my videos, I used a motherfucking little porta potty. I parked next to that motherfucking walked out, and I was like, man, rideshare should fucking create some porta potties for us. Because I'll be pissing in alleys behind dumpsters. I'll find fucking porta potties on construction sites. Man, I'll be doing it. I'll be out in the middle of the street doing it. Yeah, exactly, Don, man. You can't be spending money on meals left and right. If you out there spending money in rideshare, all your rideshare money that's profit you be taking home for when you gotta fucking get new tires and pay your rent. If you out spending money like that because you want to eat nice while you out, I'm gonna eat that motherfucking Red Lobster today for my break. Rideshare don't pay like that. Rideshare don't pay like that. And people sit and say, well, man, you guys making $300 a day, $400 a day. You know how much a set of tires costs? You know how much serpentine belts and alternators and water pumps and shit costs? We need to save money for the shit that we know is about to happen to this car. This ain't just fucking, oh, I got 300. Let me go spin it. No, it's 300. Like, ooh, how much is the water pump for this car? Oh, what's my mileage on my car? Cool. Water pump is about 1,800. All right, bet. Let me start putting the fucking envelope away, and I call that shit water pump. Water pump right on the fucking envelope. And every day I put a little bit in the water pump envelope. Because when that water pump goes out, guess what? Water pump envelope. Whew, I got 1,800 in here. Took me about a year and a half, 2 years to save this shit up. But goddamn, I'm glad I saved it because my water pump finally went out. Got my envelope full. And everything. Tires. Tire envelope. How much is a set of tires? 500. Okay, start a tire envelope. I'm just going to keep putting like $30 in there, $30 in there, $30. Put tip. When it hits 500, stop, seal it. Lick it, seal it, throw it in the safe. You got tires now. But it might take you a while. To get those envelopes full. Because while you doing that, yeah, exactly, Dom, $1,300 for a set. Because while you filling up your envelopes, trying to keep your envelopes full, you still got to pay for the rent. You still got to pay for the lights. You got to pay for internet. You got to pay for your phone. And you trying to fill envelopes for shit you know that's coming down the pipe. Your deductible on your vehicle, if you wreck your vehicle, what's your deductible? 500, 1,000, 25. What's your deductible? You got to have an envelope for a deductible, right? Deductible on an envelope. Start putting shit in that deductible envelope. If you have a wreck and you only got 200 in there, like, damn, I only got 200. Deductible's fucking 5. You only got to go out and make 300 somehow now. Pull from another fucking envelope. Have all your envelopes full. Because when shit fucking happens, and you know you've been paying rent, you've been paying for light bills, you've been paying for everything, but you know my water pump envelope is good. I got the water pump money. Thank God. I've been struggling like a motherfucker. But sometimes you do that. You eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches while you fill in the envelope. You stop going out buying sodas and shit out of the motherfucking Circle K. You start making you some drinks at home with bottled water. I just refill this with bottled water, and I put my little packet in there, my little, 10 packets for $1.84. I put like a little packet in there, 18 cents a packet, because I'm filling envelopes right now. I'm filling envelopes. So when envelopes get full, then I can go buy me a real soda. I can go get a real soda now. And motherfuckers look at me like, dog, you driving a Beamer and you drinking bottled water? Because I'm filling envelopes right now. Motherfucker, I'm trying to fill envelopes. I'm trying to take care of my life because I know shit's coming down a fucking pipe. And yeah, smart brother right there. Man. But I'm trying it, Don, man. I tried, Don. That's what you say, Steve Downs. I eat at home, do my own oil, change brakes, trans fluid, maintenance cost stays down as much as possible. Because you understand what it takes to make it in this game, Steve. You understand what it takes. You're going to have to sacrifice. You got to climb your ass up under this Jeep out here. I'm not trying to be on nobody's motherfucking podcast channel and shit all fucking day with 8,000 goddamn, 100,000 subscribers. I'm trying to be under this Jeep. I'm like you, Steven. I'm up under that motherfucking Jeep. I'm under that BMW. I got this motherfucker jacked up. I'm up under there changing the oil, dropping oil out. I'm on videos changing. That's what you do when you run a business. When you run a business, you do it all. You saving money through any ways possible. And maintenance is a big way to save money. You're not trying to hop on everybody's fucking channel to be seen. Fuck that. See me working on my car. That's where you can see me. Because I'm saving money. Then I know I'm going to have to spend one day if I don't save it up. And then I'm going to be ass out. Yeah, exactly. Beauty with Essence, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But it's real. And we're adults, and we're at a point where, a lot of us got little kids still. Like I got a 15-year-old, 21-year-old. I still, take care of my 15-year-old. I send him money because he needs money for lunch and shoes and stuff like that. So I still take care of him. He's not, 18, 21 out on his own. I still got to take care of him. That's another stomach I got to deal with. Even though he don't live with me, he used to live with me for a long time. Now he's with his mom, but I still take care of that stomach. I still do what I can do. And a lot of us got little kids at home that we have to feed. We got little kids that we need to save up money for. They don't understand hunger pain like we understand hunger pain. We know at some point it'll go away. For them, they're going to be crying because they in pain because they hungry as a motherfucker. And rice only lasts for so long. You can only eat so many bowls of white rice. I mean, I got a big-ass 5-pound bag of white rice. I just did some rice last night because what I do is I got these old Chinese containers, look like Tupperware containers. And I'll make white rice, and I'll fill each container to the brim with white rice, and I'll put it in my refrigerator. Because what I'll do is I'll go to the store and buy some Salisbury steaks. You get a whole box of Salisbury steaks for like $3 for like 6 of them. And so you get the Salisbury steaks, you put those in the oven. You use 3 Salisbury steaks per little things of rice. So my dinners are very cheap. I eat very cheap. I eat very frugally. But because I don't have to feed, him down there, I send him money so he can eat. He can eat whatever he want to eat. If you want to eat fucking Jack in the Box, goddamn Dad, can you send me $1 for some French fries? That motherfucker right there. This feels like I'm back in the hood. Real shit, man. We have to make real life decisions on a daily doing this job. Real shit, Dom. Real shit. Oh, I'll have to make a video on how to save on the road. Real shit, man. I'll do it. Something like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. A Tesla has no maintenance. But for some of us, like me, I'm a garage guy. And I got to admit it. It's like people who garden, people who have gardens at their house. You can't tell them one day, hey, stop gardening and just go buy cucumbers and shit from the store. Stop gardening. Go buy you some tomatoes. You don't have to garden. There's a store around the corner. Some people like to garden because they like to garden. I like to maintain a car because I like to maintain cars. This is what I like to do. And for some of us, it's like our own fucking time, and it's our own pleasure to just being in the universe, doing something that we like to do, changing the oil, going through stuff. Yeah, got to save for battery in a Tesla. You just got to save about $16,000 for a Tesla battery. Keep saving that shit up. Oh, let's see so. And I'm one of those people, man, that if I'm going to go out there and focus every day on making profits, then you also have to focus on cutting expenses, because expenses eat into your profits. Your house is the business. Your house is the business. Like I said, with my new podcasting chair, I mean, this is a really nice chair. I guarantee this chair probably costs, I would say, about, I don't know, $200-300 maybe, $200-300. It's a salon chair with wheels and everything, probably $200-300. I got it for $25 from the Goodwill the other day. I went to the Goodwill and I saw it, so it had $24.99 on the fucking seat. So I bought it. I had them bring it out, throw that motherfucker in the back of the Jeep and everything. I was in the Jeep, threw it in the back of the Jeep, brought it home, went to Harbor Freight. $17 to buy 4 big casters. I drilled holes in the bottom, put casters on the bottom, put bolts on the top. And it's like, shit, I got like a $300-400 chair right here for like $25 plus $17. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Mike Pence says, thanks to Jeff, I started changing my own oil in my Tesla after last night. Motherfucker went to Walmart first thing this morning. Yeah, I need to get a few quarts of that Tesla motor oil. Motherfucking cashiers looked at each other. They was like, okay. They didn't know what to think. This motherfucker just came in and he asked for some Tesla motor oil. The manager looked over and was like, okay. It was like, I guess we got to find some shit for him. He think Tesla's got motor oil. Okay. Man. Yeah. That's what I do. I use my big cars to go haul shit all the time. Little cars to work car. That Beamer, like I said, I keep a cover on it. I don't drive it unless I have to. When it's time to work, I drive it. I drive my other shit. I don't put no extra miles on it. None of that shit. That shit's 100% work car. Yeah, Tesla batteries, 300 to 400,000 miles. Everyone freaking out about battery cost. Same Tesla with well over 200,000 miles, no issues. Real shit. Real shit. Like I said, if you take care of a car, even with my gas cars, I got 256,000 miles on my Jeep. 256,000. Ain't got no problems with it. And people be like, dude, my Jeep motor blew at 38,000 miles. My Jeep motor blew at 110,000 miles. That's the original engine and everything. All I did was added a supercharger to it. 264,000 miles on a Jeep. If you know how to take care of a Tesla, you could probably keep that motherfucker for 1,000,000 miles. If you know how to take care of it. If you ain't out trying to race motherfuckers on a track every other day, shit, like, just drive it like a normal car. Take care of it. Just like my Beamer. I'm like, yeah, I got like 97,000 miles on it. Damn, this thing look brand new. Take care of it. You can do that with any car. Just take care of it. That's it. Yeah. The maintenance cost is literally $0 on the Tesla. That's why I'm going to get one. $0. You need to get windshield wipers on that motherfucker, man. Windshield wipers cost money. Yeah. I know. And see, me, I like even with my Beamer, the Beamer engine and transmission, like what I do is I go to insurance salvage yards. Well, the insurance salvage yard is where people that get sideswiped or they get like the front is wrecked and people be like, yeah, you know, we don't want to fix it because the repair costs X amount of dollars of what the value is. So we're just going to salvage it. So they'll take it to our insurance yard. Engine transmissions are brand new, 12,000 miles, 15,000 miles, brand new engines and transmissions. So that's why I don't care how many miles my shit got on it, because I got an insurance salvage yard with 330i sitting in it. All I got to do is just go pick one up, be like, how much for this engine? $5,000. Perfect. How much for the transmission? $1,300. Perfect. Load that shit up in the truck. And I just come home and just give myself a new engine and new transmission right in my driveway. It's not that hard to do. Instead of going out buying a whole new car, I mean, it's got the same ECU, everything say. It'll probably say, 200,000 miles on my car on the dashboard, 200,000 miles. But I know the engine probably got 15,000 miles, transmission 15,000 because I just dropped it in there. So I never have to get rid of it. People say, well, when you sell it, it's going to say 200,000 miles. I'm like, who the fuck said I'm going to sell it? I have a 21-year-old son and a 15-year-old son. Every car I got probably is going to end up with one of them. Because why would I sell cars when I have kids that probably will need cars? That's just how I think. Yeah. Tires were quick duty acceleration and weight. Yep. And you're right. Them tires on them cars were quick. Like I see Teslas all the time out there. And me, I look at the wear. You can look at the wear indicators on tires because you can see through the tread where the wear indicators are. Them fucking tires, especially the front tires, always, it looks like the wear indicator is right at the tread. Rear tires, for some reason on the Tesla, the rear tires don't look bad at all. They don't look bad. They look like they're better, like almost brand new compared to the front tires. And it's like, damn, man. It's like these front tires go fast because they're hitting them corners and they're turning them corners and they're just eating them motherfuckers away. Man, they're just eating them tires. Flexes. I got about 5 cars. Hell yeah, man. Chill mode makes everything last longer. That's right, man. That's right. That's why I cruise in my car. I don't speed. That's why Uber is sending me shit. You've been speeding. I'm like, dude, 5 miles over, 10 miles over. Don't mess with me. Leave me the fuck alone. It's not like I'm going 200 miles an hour in that shit. The tires wear quickly because of the tow and camber settings. I changed mine at the Model S. Still at 40,000 miles and the inners look awesome. And see, I got a video, especially with my BMW. My inners always wear out faster than the outer. The outer will look good, but the inner will have radials and shit showing. Man, so if you don't look at the inners, yeah, that's where your tires get chewed up at on the inside. You're looking at the tire, you're like, oh man, this tire's fine. No, the inside tread is what wears out a whole lot faster than the outside. And with the way that the roads are shaped, like you said, with the toe and the camber we got on our cars, they set them on flat ground. When we drive on the road, most roads are to get water out of the road. So they got a kind of like a little camber to the road. So your tires are wearing out according to the road camber, not to sitting flat camber, because you're not driving flat all the time. So it's like, man. Yeah. Hey, Kev, man. Real shit. This is Uber Cruise Town Hall says should watch your live cast to see what a town hall meeting looks like. Real shit. Because I mean, we're drivers. You gotta represent the chat. You gotta represent the chat. The chat is where the drivers are. Everybody's not on camera. So you got one person on camera, but you got like 50, 60, 70 people in the chat. That's where all the information is. It's not from the person that's on camera. And I think a lot of YouTubers got it fucked up. They think they are the source of the information when the source is really in the chat. And like I said, it don't take but 2 seconds to peep over every once in a while to see what's, because a lot of guys, you guys are having conversations with each other, laughing back and forth with each other, trading information, giving opinions and advice back and forth. Every once in a while, I'll look over to make sure I'm not missing something, because the true information is in the chat. What I'm saying is my opinion on certain things in rideshare, or things in my experience and stuff like that. What you guys are talking about is a lot more intrusive in rideshare. I did one Uber town hall, waste of time. Exactly. He's like, I ain't getting this fucking 30 minutes back. That shit, man. And hey, Uber G chat is always giving information info. We just never clown around. Yeah, we clown around all the time, man. We clown, but the actual information, the way drivers help each other out and shit, like, Dom, you got it, man. You got it, brother. We sit here and we talk a lot of shit back and forth. We laugh, we joke, we do everything, but we know that we're all independently. We need to get out of this house at some point, make this money in the smartest way we can make it to help boost the whole economy of rideshare. I'm not trying to drive just to make my pockets fat. If I know I got 40, 50 drivers in my area right now, there's rides that all of us can use is going to benefit all of us. So I can't be out here trying to be greedy. Ooh, let me take that $56 ride. I take a $56 ride. Now I'm stuck way the fuck out in limbo. I got to come all the way back on my own gas. Just went 70 miles for $56 round trip. The dumbest shit you can ever do as a driver is to be greedy, to not think there's a driver that lives 35 miles north that's looking to get their ass up there. And that's what we do in the chat. We talk about that. We understand that we're all drivers. We put nobody above, nobody below. Just like when y'all see my videos, when people see me fucking up or they see me not making a step that I should have made or something like that, they check me on it. I make the adjustment the next time I go out. The next time I go out, the adjustment works. When you didn't use trip filter, I made the adjustment one night when I was downtown, when I was using Lyft, and I was doing nothing but fucking trip filter trips. I made that adjustment, made a killing doing that shit. Doing the concerts, Jeff, pick up more people on the outskirts, make the adjustment. We talk about the adjustments because we show each other what the fuck is going on. We want to help each other. We don't just sit around, oh man, you're stupid. That's why a lot of motherfuckers, like, people see me on some of my videos, they see the comments, and they see me going off on somebody because the person I'm going off on is probably not a driver, probably new to the channel, coming up with that funky ass energy that we don't have on this channel. So I give them what they're looking for. They're looking for fucking smoke. I'm gonna give you some smoke. They go, oh, you're stupid. You're over there sitting there. You're wasting so much time. You're wasting 30 minutes, man. You wasted 30 minutes. I'm like, motherfucker, you waste 2 months sitting your ass at home waiting on a fucking job. You telling me about 30 minutes? 30 minutes? You sit your monkey ass at home for 2 months waiting on a job, and you on my shit talking about 30 minutes. You don't get the fuck off my channel. I come with the smoke on their ass because I'm not subscribing. You give a fuck less. You're not intelligent enough to subscribe to this channel. This channel is made for intelligent drivers, not just drivers, period, motherfucker. You walking your ass over here talking shit. It's like, no, I give it to, and a lot of people probably think I'm a mean YouTuber, which is cool. I don't give a fuck what you think. But I'm not designed for every fucking body. My channel's not designed for everybody. A lot of these drivers in here understand that I'm really not a mean person. I'm just assertive. I'm direct. We're here to help each other. So when I see somebody jump in here, look at it, like that smoke in the backwood, say, but you don't waste this 30, but yeah. Man, and that's the thing I tell people, man. Where's Spencer Fred? That motherfucker Spencer Fred. Real shit. Hey, when I tell motherfuckers, you just ain't intelligent enough to subscribe to this fucking channel. Take your ragged ass to another channel. Somebody needs 100,000 subs, and it ain't this fucking channel. Take your ass to a channel that needs 100,000 fucking unintelligent motherfuckers that just want to sit around and bitch. Do it. Because over here, we trying to make money over here. So when I see somebody come jumping on my channel, I don't play nice. I don't play nice. And they come over here with that, oh, well, you're stupid. You're such a waste of time. You just waste. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up and get your rabbit ass off my motherfucking channel, you dragon breath motherfucker, I will go off on their ass. Well, I'm not subscribing to this guy. He just went off on me. Yeah, I did, because I'm real. I'm real. You don't walk in my house and disrespect my couch. You don't, fuck your couch, motherfucker. Fuck your couch. Who are you, Rick James, bitch? You Rick James? You don't walk in my house and disrespect my couch. And these motherfuckers walk up in your house disrespecting your shit. They coming in talking sideways to you because they think, oh, he's a YouTuber. This ain't Facebook, motherfucker. This is YouTube. I can say what the fuck I want to say back. So they come in this motherfucker trying to talk sideways to me like I won't talk sideways back. They probably shocked like a motherfucker. Like, damn, he actually came back at me? It's like, yeah, I came back at you. We're the literate degenerates. Exactly. We're the literate degenerates. Something Eli need to learn. Be real. Be real. Yeah, people won't come into the chat because they are offended. How about take constructive criticism? It's not hard feelings, just reality and keeping it real. Real shit. Real shit. And a lot of people used to say that shit. Oh, I would come and watch your videos, but you cuss too much. They say that shit, and God be like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up and get off my channel, I type that shit to him. If you don't shut the fuck up and get off my channel, I'll let them know how I feel. Because if you're going to type on my shit and let me know how you feel, I would watch your videos, but you use a lot of profanity. Shut the fuck up and get off my channel. I'll send them home with that message. Because that's how I roll, man. That's how I roll. And they don't know me like that. They think I'm one of these other motherfucking YouTubers. I'm not a YouTuber, dog. I'm a real person. I'll swap your motherfucking engine out. I'm a real person. So don't walk in here trying to check me on some shit. You don't even know me. At least look around, browse around. Be like, what kind of channel is this? Oh, shit, these motherfuckers over here helping each other make money. Instead, they come over here trying to talk about how I talk. Motherfucker, how is how I talk not making people money? How I talk is just how I fucking talk. It ain't got shit to do with how much money you got in your pocket. If you want to make money, come in, make money, talk to some drivers. A lot of drivers on this channel. I'm not the only driver here. It's other drivers all on this channel. But they worried about me and my mouth. Motherfucker, every driver on this channel don't cuss, just me. So you can get in the chat. You can talk to other people. You can talk to the other drivers. You can get information. Because this dude, Jeff, outgrew every channel in 1 month. Nah, Wes is stupid. He said, you outgrew every channel in 1 month. Yeah, tell them what's up, my brother. This is the Uber GBZ channel. Man, fuck them. Fuck them. Because I'm here to help people get money. I'm not here to be your fucking buddy and be, oh, man, I'm going to sit down and have some potatoes and raisins with you, man. No. We're going to be eating some steak once we make this fucking money. That's what we going on. We're not here to fuck around. We know the apps are fucking with us. All of us know the apps are fucking with us. So we speak about it. We talk about it. We work around it. We find ways to make money. That's what this channel is about. But you get these fluffy motherfuckers that walk in here thinking, well, you know, just the way you stop, man, get the fuck out of here. Right off the bat. Get the fuck out of here. You don't walk into my garage like it's a motherfucking flower garden. This is a garage. This is not a rose bush, motherfucker. This is a garage. There's tools and shit around. It's welding equipment. There's a loud-ass air compressor over there. It's motherfucking dynamite up the fucking wall. And you walk in this bitch like it's a flower shop. Wrong channel. Not a flower shop. We going to Sizzler. Yeah, motherfuckers ain't eating potatoes and raisins, man. The fuck? And I tell people, man, I don't mind, you know, people coming in and listening in, criticizing, like, you know, constructive criticism. If you're going to criticize somebody, at least have a, you know, because people have said before, oh, Jeff, this is what I do, man. I use airplane mode instead. And I criticize their airplane mode comment. I criticize the comment, but I constructively criticize it. I say, hey, I know you're using airplane mode, but have you thought that when you're in airplane mode, you're not getting any Wi-Fi reception at all? So you don't know if the surge has disappeared or not because you're not getting any Wi-Fi reception. Whereas on Uber Pet, you're still getting Wi-Fi reception. So you're getting real-time activity of what's happening on the app. If that surge disappears, if it disappears while you're driving to it with Uber Pet on, you'll know immediately. You will know right off the bat. But if you have airplane mode on, you're not going to know if the surge came back or disappeared unless you turn airplane mode back off. Once you turn it off, guess what? Bam. It's not there. Thanks, Wes. My man Taz Gaming Wes. Random tip. Hey, and I'm going to tell you, Wes, man, we're going to have to do a video on that EV golf. I know you ain't ready. You don't want to do it yet. Isn't that, man? We're doing a video on your EV golf. We putting it on the channel. We going top to bottom. I don't care if I got to come over there with your ass and we're going to narrate it and talk about it. And I'm not going to cuss and blow your channel up like that because you probably don't want it because you got a gaming channel. So it's a little different. I'm going to have to talk to you a little different over there. But we're going to come. We got to shoot that video, man, because I think you're sitting on something real good over there. Like I said, you got a EV golf, and a lot of people want to look at different cars, and you got something that people like listen to. 639, 48 times. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, Kev, man. Use Uber Pet this morning so you know if the surge is going or not. So when I criticize people, I criticize them. I'll be like, oh, man, you stupid as a motherfucker for using airplane mode. Man, you stupid as a motherfucker. Man, fuck airplane mode. I don't say that. That's not how you constructively criticize somebody. You got to sit there and say, hey, I see what you're doing, but check out why you shouldn't probably be doing that. This is what may happen in the cause of you doing that. You may miss the whole surge because you're not getting any Wi-Fi reception. So you constructively criticize somebody to lift them into a realm of logic. You pull their logic up to sin why you do it. Like a lot of people that come on my channel, oh man, you're just sitting there for 30 fucking minutes. You're not doing over 30 minutes. You should have took that ride and at least made the money. I'm like, okay, let's say I take that $8 ride. That $8 ride is for 13 miles. 13 miles, I got to go in 24 minutes. So in 24 minutes, I can do that twice an hour. Twice in an hour. So that means I can make $16 an hour. That's it. I can make $16 an hour. And if that's the way you drive, taking every fucking thing they send you so you can keep making $16 an hour, in 10 hours, you're going to make $160. And 4 or 5 hours, while you're still driving to make that 160, 4 or 5 hours later, I'm at $250. And I'm done driving. I'm done. But you're still trying to make $160 fucking dollars because you TK me $8 ride, $8 ride. I don't want to sit still. I gotta be busy. 10 hours later, you at 160. 3-4 hours later, I'm at 250. This is why we drive the way we drive. We have a logic about how we do it. Well, you're just sitting there though, ain't using no gas. I ain't killing no fucking body. I ain't polluting the motherfucking air. I'm just chilling. Eat me a motherfucking donut. I'm just chilling. The fuck, you got a problem with that? Because at the end of the day, I'm probably going to make way more than you, driving less miles than you, losing less fuel than you, and you still fucking mad about it because you don't like to see a driver succeed. What I don't like is to see drivers get beat the fuck up. That's what I don't like. So when I see a driver like that, I'm like, dude, stop driving like that, man. You can do so much better for you and your family, dog. Instead of them driving like that and trying to make me drive like that. I don't want to drive like that because if I listen to you, I'm going to end up in the same boat you in. And what boat are you in right now? You're struggling a little bit, huh? You're struggling. So exactly, Steve, math is solid. So what you do is you say, I'm going to take you as a driver and I'm going to move you to a new logic. A logic of you're going to let the good rides come to you. You're not going to be out there chasing shit all day. 10 hours to make $200. I'm not letting you do that as a driver. I'm not going to let you do that. Because you done went through a whole tank of gas and make $200 when you could do that shit in a little more than a quarter of a tank. I'm going to help you out. And that's how you criticize somebody to help their life out. But when you got these broke ass motherfucking drivers jumping on my channel trying to criticize me, ain't seen a fucking video I've done. They ain't seen a video I've done. They'll see a cherry picking video. Oh yeah, you're cherry picking. You're wasting time. Ain't seen a motherfucking video I've done. I'm like, go look at my video from last week. You tell me if I'm wasting my time. Go look at a video 2 weeks ago. Go look at a video 2 months ago. You tell me where am I wasting time? Because what you're going to see is that the way we drive, we're making more, using less fuel, driving less miles. So for you to make $100,000, you've got to drive 100,000 miles. For me to make $100,000, I got to drive 33,000 miles. We ain't the fucking same. Same 12-month period. Exact same block of time. 12 fucking months. In that 12 months, I've made the same amount of money you've made driving less, which means I spent less in fuel, less in maintenance, less in wear and tear. And we both sitting at 100,000. And you sitting there, well, you were sitting around wasting time. No, I wasn't wasting no time. I was driving. I wasn't. And that's your fucking problem. You were driving to get exactly where I am. You drove 67,000 miles more than me. 67,000 more than me. To get exactly where I am. So it ain't me trying to catch you, motherfucker. You need to be catching me. Get your mind right. Get your motherfucking bank account right. Because a lot of these motherfuckers ain't driving right, and they don't understand why the apps ain't changing the way that they do it, because these idiots are using these motherfucking fares. Yeah, Mike Pena, that's what I'm in, man. I be on that shit, man. So you be for real, brother, man. She said, you be for real. And I tell people, man, I'm one of those people that I would rather try to educate somebody on how to better themselves instead of just trying to come in, critique them on some shit that I don't know nothing about. And a lot of these drivers that just hop on my channel and try to critique me off of watching one video. Oh, I saw you at the video at the airport. You sat there for 20 minutes. If they would have kept watching the video longer, they would have saw from the timestamp of me sitting there to the timestamp of me doing the next 2 rides was about an hour of time. And that hour of time, I made about $56 fucking by waiting for the right rides. And I didn't even drive that whole hour. But I waited for an hour of time, chilling for the first 20, 30 minutes. The next 2 rides ended up paying me $56 total. And all I did was go to Tempe. That was it. I left the airport, went down the street, went to Tempe, picked up 2 rides. Took me an hour, $56. And I didn't do shit but sit around for the first half. But drivers can't see that shit because they so busy. Oh, you're going to stay busy. Keep the wheels moving. Going to stay busy. Like these motherfuckers running around with a goddamn bicycle helmet on and shit eating dinner. Gonna stay busy. Like, okay, whatever. And I'm one of those people that say, why don't you do less miles? More time analyzing what the fuck you doing instead of just being nilly-willy driving the fuck around. Less miles. Go park your ass somewhere. Break down what you doing. Huddle with your fucking self in the parking lot. Figure out what you doing. And go, okay. I see where I'm messing up because I took a couple of rides. I end up making $19 last hour. Why you making $19 last hour? $19 in 2 trips you drove. And each trip was, so you drove about probably 28, 29 miles to make the $19. And it took you an hour. And we did 1 ride and made $23. And it took me 4 miles. And I'm like, it only took me like maybe 8 or 9 minutes. So I'm making more than you, driving less than you. And you still telling me to my face, well, you're not doing it right. You don't know what you're doing because you're just sitting around. You don't know what you're doing. You're going to take these rides. Take them. You're going to take them. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, this Jeff started out with the mac and cheese. We learned quick to go for the chocolate milk and pizza. Shit. These motherfuckers be getting me with them goddamn mac and cheese plates. They was getting my ass one night. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to the airport. They got pizza and chocolate milk. And sure enough, I got some pizza and chocolate milk and a little bag of cookies. No, yeah. It sounds like Barrio Mateo in Miami. YouTube channel, $11 airport rides in Miami. Shit is crazy. Shit. $11 airport, man, that motherfucker probably paid about goddamn $54 for that ride. $54 and you got $11 for it. Shit. Doubt it. Steve now say, who else in here doesn't drive Phoenix but watch Jeff's channel so much you could probably find their way around Phoenix? At least you know what areas when you get here. Shit. Hey, Steve, you'll get here and be like, hey, I know exactly where to go. I'm going to go to Mesa and I'm going to fucking go to Tempe and I ain't going to no goddamn Scottsdale. Fuck that shit. You rarely see me in Scottsdale. Rarely. He was like, because the money is not there. The traffic is in Scottsdale because everybody thinks that, and Scottsdale got a lot of the black SUVs because everybody likes to get up there and they'll get a black SUV to get to the actual club. So you got double the amount of traffic for a very concentrated space. Ain't nobody going nowhere on Camelback. You fucking lined up in a whole row of cars all the way past the W. It's a waste of my time. I'm like, no, I could be moving, man. I could be moving. He's like, shit. Dash Cam, you right, man. You got to strategize every day because the market changes every day. Everywhere we drive, it changes. Because you got events going on, you got concerts going on, you got flights landing, you got a lot of shit going. So if you don't stop and analyze where you are, be like, what the fuck is going on? Go through the map. Is it a concert? Is Drake in town? YG in town? Who's in town? Goddamn Beyonce. I mean, you got to start strategizing what is going on right now. Because a lot of people don't do that. They just turn their app on. Oh, right. They spend all day being misled by the app. Okay, 13 miles. $8. I'll do it because I'm staying busy. Oh, 15 miles. $9. I'll do it. Got to stay busy. So you just drove 28 miles for $17. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. Because we can make that $17 in like one trip that's going to take me like 6 miles, getting almost $3 a mile. And I'll go 6 miles and I'll park my ass somewhere and hang out again until I see another one. Yep, that's it. You got to do that driving the wealth. You got to do it. Do all them short rides. Melvin says, I would go to AZ with my Cadillac during Waste Management, follow the orange BMW. Shit, you'll see me following the big ass black SUVs. We'll be following each other. Motherfucker dog chasing his tail. Just in the parking lot going in circles. Where you going? I'm following Mel. Mel, where you going? I'm following Jeff. We just going in the motherfucking circle in the parking lot. Waste Management ends. We ain't made no money. What you do for the Waste Management? Man, we just followed each other in the motherfucking parking lot. Just kept going in circles. He a black SUV. He an orange Beamer. It's like, both of you motherfuckers goddamn stupid. Burned a whole tank of gas during Waste Management in one parking lot, just going in circles. Man. What car has a minor oil leak we're going to live with, but repairs getting about 600. It's time to get the car down. Hey, Glitch Dash, do it. The oil leak is usually a gasket because the oil engine is contained. So oil leak has to either come from the oil filter housing, the oil pan, or one of the valve cover gaskets. Oil don't come out of the engine either kind of way. I mean, maybe around the fucking the harmonic balancer, there's a seal right behind the harmonic balancer because that's where your crankshaft is. So behind the harmonic balancer, if that seal went out, you're going to get a little drip right up under it. That seal is easy. You pop off the harmonic balancer, you get a little small prick screwdriver and boop, pop that shit out. Oil's going to come out. Hurry up, tap the other one on real quick. Done deal. I used to do that shit all the fucking time, man. There's not a lot of places the engine can get oil to come out of. So valve, and if it's from the top and it's leaking on your exhaust manifold, you're going to get a little smoke. That's just valve cover gasket. That ain't shit, just valve cover gasket. And yeah, Mike says, what I do is turn on my Uber app on the way to the airport and when I'm doing a private pickup, then I take mashed potatoes. But it's headed up since I'm going that way anyway. Exactly. It's like, I'm gonna go ahead and take some mashed potatoes. Fuck, throw that shit on my plate. Fucking lunch lady, throw that shit on your plate like a motherfucker. It's like, hey, Mike, what you doing, bro? We over here at the line. We getting some pizza, man. I had to take some fucking mashed potatoes, man. Gotta get mashed potatoes. It's like, yuck. Mike said, I'll just take some mashed potatoes, fuck it. And that's me. When I'm way out and I gotta come all the way back, shit, I'll take mashed potatoes all the time to get back, man. Because I'm like, I don't want to come back on my own gas sometimes. So I'll just take 2 or 3 mashed potato rides because I'm like, I got to go that way. Because if I get that way, if I can make it all the way back to Tempe, I can get to the surge. And I'll mashed potato back. Do 2 rides. That's a little over $1 a mile, like $1.30 a mile, $1.20 a mile. Like it'll be something like 7 miles. But it's like, you know, they'll give me like maybe $10 for like 7 miles. So I'm like, okay, cool. $10 for 7 miles. Fine. Let's do it. And it's $10 on the way back. So I'm like 7 miles, 10. Hurry up, drop them off. They might give me a $2 tip, $5 tip. They might, no telling. And then I'll see another ride somewhere, $6 for like, 6 miles for 9. So I'm now 13 miles now that I didn't drive on my own gas, but I got, $10 from one and $8 from the other one. So $18, cool, I'll take it. And it's like, you just got to sometime mass potato that shit back. And that's the way you ain't burning out your own gas and it's just extra money. Waste Management is the golf tournament. If you Google Waste Management Open, it's one of the biggest golf tournaments on the West Coast, probably in the United States. And it is like, it's a party. It's just a big party. It's a week-long party. Everybody's out here, man. It's a week-long party. It's based around golf, but a lot of people don't do the golf. They just go watch the golf, but it's just about having party, man. That's it. It's a party. You get a lot of mansion parties, a lot of clubs are jumping, a lot of restaurants are jumping. Waste Management is one of the biggest booms here for, Phoenix. And we get people from all over. Flagstaff drivers come down, Tucson drivers come up. We get a lot of help. So a lot of them come and help us with the rides because we can't keep up with the demand. If it was only Phoenix drivers did it, we wouldn't be able to keep up. And last year we had the Super Bowl here. So we had a lot of California drivers come out and help us too. Otherwise, we would not have been able. My app was just going nonstop. And it was all good fucking bangers nonstop. I was declining Lux rides. That's how bad it was. Because Lux rides were so good. When I get a Lux ride, that was, let's say, $4 a mile, I would decline it. Because the very next ride would be like 10 miles, $75. Like $7.50 a mile. Like, holy shit. Oh, Juan, trust me. Go up the 101 when you get off at Pima Road and all those areas up there. You're going to be in Frank Williams and all those things. You're going to have all your areas where they're going to have parking. And the parking is where we go. We go to the parking because they got all the Uber and Lyft cars in a row. Dude, it's crazy. It's so easy because as you're pulling in the park, your people see you when they walk across the gravel to you. You grab them and you go out. And as you're going out, cars can only go one way. There is no confusion. It is so fast. And I mean, I was like, bam, 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 bam. When people look at that video and they see that I made $3,600 in 5 fucking days, that's why. Waste Management, they got their shit together. And I didn't hardly do no Super Bowl. I didn't go to the stadium, no Super Bowl rides. Didn't make 2 downtown rides. That was it. 2 downtown rides all week. And it was all Waste Management, man. They got their shit together. And we had a lot of help. So people came up and they were helping us, keep up with the Super Bowl traffic so we can handle Waste Management. So we were appreciative of that. And I was like, yes, because otherwise the apps would have been fucked. They'd have been sending us all over the place. And we still could have used more drivers. That's how bad it was. It was so busy that we were kicking out rides. It was too many rides coming through. And it was the money was there. You could kick out a $4 a mile ride, $5 a mile ride, easy. $10 for 2 miles, worthless. $10 for 2 miles was worthless because the next ride you kick that shit out, $36 for like 4 miles. It was like that, dude. It was like that. And I mean, I got all the screenshots of shit. People was like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, it was crazy. But it's like, and see, Steven, that's what they did. They should have did that with the Super Bowl. They should do it with concerts. We all pull in and they walk over to where we are. We shouldn't have to pull up to where they are. And the people were at the tournament. They would take a shuttle. They take a shuttle all the way over to where they were, walk down some stairs, come across gravel, stand under all these awnings. We were already there when they got there. So we were already there. And they just walked over to us like, hey, Shelly, yep, jump in, $75 real quick. Jump in, $24 for like 3 miles. Go around the corner, drop some off at a hotel. It was crazy. What up, Noble? What up? Juan, I'm gonna tell you, Juan Vargas, man, you probably gonna be making like a grand a day because your ass be on some other shit. With that goddamn Tesla, man, you be on some other shit. You probably fuck around, make a grand, but make sure, I think up at Biltmore, Tahoe Biltmore, they got the Tesla charger stations at Tahoe Biltmore right there behind that mall. So make sure you keep your shit charged up, man, because it's going to get crazy. And just run over real quick, fucking charge that shit up, head right back to the spot because it's going to be nonstop. It's nonstop. Waste Management is nonstop. And I tell motherfuckers, if you can get here for Waste Management to work, trust me, you ain't killing nobody's money. You're really not. It's too much money to be made. There's way too many people. And if you fly out and rent a Tesla for the week, I guarantee you, you're going to be like, let's say if Juan Vargas can make, when this Tesla, I believe he can make about a grand a day. Because in my Beamer, I was making an average about $700 a day. So I was making about $700 a day. I think a Tesla can make about a grand a day. Because it was just that crazy, man. It was that crazy. Because you guys can drive Uber on the upper platform, plus you can drive Lyft, Lux, and stuff like that. So I think you can make way more money with a Tesla doing Waste Management than I can with it. If you get the black SUV, that's a whole nother level. Because if I was making, man, these dudes was making 10 G's, man, in a week. 10 G's, easy. It was crazy. It's actually during the week of Super Bowl in February. So it's during the week of Super Bowl during February. It is nuts. Even Steven, Unbroken Driver he's on YouTube. He came out in his Tesla and he was racking up money in that Tesla, just money. I think he was more caught up in the Super Bowl shit though. He kept getting caught up in Super Bowl traffic. When I was doing more Waste Management, I was up on the north end of town taking no trips. I was getting rides, $54, cancel, $42, cancel. I got all that shit on the video. I was kicking out $42 rides, $50 rides, because to me, they weren't worth it. Because I was getting the same amount of money for going like half the fucking distance. $56 to go take somebody to the hotel. I was like, cancel. As soon as that was downtown, as soon as the next ride pop up, $45 to go to another hotel close to me. It was crazy like that. Crazy. And every day I was jotting my numbers down. So I put all my numbers, I did all my screenshots for all my rides and shit, show people how many rides I was doing. It was nuts, man. It was nuts. And I'm like, and we needed that hit that early in the year because it was a slow fucking winter. We needed that. So if we can do that again this year, And like I said, it's funny because, we got the 6 months extra comfort shit and it's going to wrap around. At least we can get waste management in because we can get Thanksgiving in, we can get Christmas in, and we can get waste management in. After that, I think then spring break. Then after that, we don't have comfort anymore. Lux is done after that. Oh, yeah. Wes, dude, anybody out there, Wes, every delivery had like $20, $25 tips on them. Every delivery was like that. And because a lot of drivers were trying to drive instead, a delivery was like, let's say $30 for the delivery with a $15, $20 tip on top of it. Delivery drivers were going crazy out here, man. Crazy. Because everybody was having golf parties, man. They was all having the golf parties. And I was like, dude, it was nuts. We needed that weekend. We needed that whole week. But I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody who didn't get grandfathered in with that Uber extra comfort shit, they're gonna either be doing UberX for waste management, or because I said Lyft, man, Lyft is messing up big time. That's all I know. Because they have no idea how we feel when we're making money like that. We want to make money like that because we know they're making money like that. We all making money. But the moment Lyft is saying, we don't care if y'all make money or not, we're gonna put y'all down on the base platform, then we're screwed. Because we don't have the momentum or the energy to drive for Lyft now. We don't want to drive for Lyft. We'd rather just jump over to UberX. UberX is like, well, you can come eat over here. We got enough space at the table. And even UberX was, dude, it was $40 surges on every $30 surge, $40 surge. I got the shit on that video where I made it says Super Bowl video, $3,600 or something. That's the video. But it's got all my shots, my rides, big rides, surges. It's got everything on there. I mean, it was $25 surges, $30 surges, $40 surges on short rides. Because all you doing is grabbing the surge. You grab the surge. They just trying to get to the hotel. So it's like, okay, the surge is 40, the ride is 15. And I'm like, holy shit, it's $55 just to take y'all over there? Hell yeah, I'll do it. UberX was like that, throwing surge everywhere. And it's like, there's so many rides. I mean, the lot was full. And there were still people coming and just coming and coming. We couldn't even keep up with the demand. And so we were happy that, we had California drivers were here, New Mexico drivers were here, people from Colorado, Vegas, everybody was coming to help us out because there was no way the base of drivers we have here in Arizona could have dealt with something like that. There was no way possible. It was nuts. Yeah, that's what it is, man. To get an Airbnb. That's it. Get an Airbnb somewhere and just work every day. Wake up and just start driving. Because with the golf tournament, you got to understand, people are off work all week. People wake up, they're drinking for breakfast. So they're drinking for lunch. They're going to parties. They're going to brunches. People are Ubering now. I only did nights. I had to move till days. It was so crazy. I had to start driving like 3 or 4 p.m. I don't even drive at 3 or 4 p.m. I had to start driving 3 or 4 p.m. I would take a break at like 8 or 9, wait until about 11 or 12 and go back out to finish out the night. It was that crazy because we couldn't keep up with demand. The whole map was red. The whole fucking map was red. We had to go out. And I'm like, this is nuts. I'm like, exactly, said crash on Jeff's driveway. But that time I should have the whole shit built out here, man. Everything will be built out. Hell yeah. Wait a minute. Juan Vargas got the trailer. Shit. Hey, Juan Vargas, you got the trailer. Let's rent your trailer. I want to do that. I say let's rent Juan Vargas' trailer and let's all take, because like I said, all the surge is up north. I live way far south. We can all take the trailer all the way up north. We rent it from Juan. We'll stay in the trailer up north. So when we wake up, we're always by where we should be. We're not far from because my surge area be like $5, $10. The 40s, those are up there, man. And I was like, Juan Vargas, dude, hey, I might have to rent your trailer. I got a truck. I can pull it. Say, pull up a tent in this yard. Yeah, exactly. No, you ain't gonna like, I got these 4 crazy dogs here, man. They be all over you. They be jumping all over you. But shit, man, that would be crazy though, man. That would be crazy. And it's like I said, there's no way anybody can be upset at the amount of money anybody else is making because there's too much money to be made. You'd run out of clock on your thing. If you get too tired to drive, or you would just stop. Even on my video, some days I would only work 8 hours. That's it. I couldn't go more than, because it was nonstop. And I'm a rester. I love to drive a little bit, rest. Drive a little bit, rest. This shit, I would go 8 hours and just stop. Because I couldn't keep going. It was way too many rides, man. Way too many rides. Waste Management, William. Waste Management is in February. It's the weekend of Super Bowl. So the thing is, Super Bowl will be going on in Vegas. Waste Management will be here. Vegas is only 3.5 hours to 4-hour drive up the road. A lot of people might catch flights from Waste Management to go to the Super Bowl and come back because it's so close. But you also have big groups of people who might be like, you know what? If we can find somebody with a big bus or a van or something to take us to Vegas, we'll give you $500 each way. People do that shit all the time. And motherfuckers do that, man. Yeah, what's no name Jason? I have to update Imperial Outdoors. Yeah. I'm telling you, Juan, you got to get it, man. Get it. I just paid off the Camp Pendleton Lighting bonus that paid 15, 20, and 25 on basis. Man, I got to sign up for that shit on my phone. We got to sign up for that on my phone, man. So we call it Juan's Compound. That's what's up. Say, Jeff, ever get timed out from the app? I did once during the ice storm. Or I get timed out all the time. They forever timing me out, man. They throttle me out. And I be complaining about that shit. I hate when I get throttled, especially when I got a surge and I get throttled, because then I get upset because I know I'm going to end up taking a ride on the other app, and then a ride's going to pop up while I'm throttled, and I'm going to lose it. Oh, yeah, we'll barbecue. Shit, like I said, we could set up all the shit at my house. As long as we get Juan's trailer, we could take the trailer up there. So we'll have my house and we'll have Juan's trailer. Like, so we'll have a south part of town and we'll have a north. If we can get Juan's trailer up there, because I can leave my truck and trailer up there. So the truck and trailer can sit across town, but the house is on this. So we got somewhere on both ends of town. And it's like, wherever you say, hey, man, I'm beat. I got to go sit at the house. I got to go take me a nap or something. She go take a fucking nap. Because, I mean, it gets crazy. And I was like, it's so much money to be made. You can't help but be happy for other drivers. Like, just to see everybody smiling, everybody stacking, everybody paying bills, people buying deep freezers and filling with food because they know, the season is coming where it won't be fucking busy and shit. It was a good feeling to be a driver, man. It was a real good feeling to be a driver, to always see people smiling and everybody's like fucking giving each other dap and hugging and saying, man, that was a good ass ride, dog. That was a good ride. It was like we was all winning. That shit was so cool, man. And we'll be seeing drivers and shit outside, sitting outside. You just walk up. Like one dude at the airport, I had to drop him at the airport. He walked up, he was like, oh man, we started talking. He had a big black Escalade. We just sitting there chatting and talking and shit. Everybody was happy, man. And that's how rideshare should be. It shouldn't be so competitive that, motherfuckers is upset. Oh, you got a ride, you suck. You got that ride, oh, you suck. It shouldn't even be like that. It's like, cool, glad you got that ride, dog. Because you're going to get something good next. Just like me, when I'm kicking out shit ride, like I be kicking out $70 rides, $70 going all the way down to Tucson, $70, 52 going down by Casa Grande. Because I know Frank Williams, when Frank needs a ride and I get it on my phone, I kick it out. Yeah. And say, hey, it says, man, we got something cooking now, rolling there with some Uber GPZ shirts. Let them know who we are. Hell yeah. Driver may drop off on the beer if we don't have base access once or just park. Should we all walk around with big ass shirts on? Call that shit. All of our shirts say like we represent the chat on the back, Uber GPZ. They're like, what the fuck is we represent the chat? All of our shirts be like, tips appreciated right across the fucking front. Tips appreciated. That's all the shit's gonna say. Tips appreciated. That's it. Put it on the front and the back. Don't put nothing else on the shirt. Tips appreciated. Tips appreciated. Lyft on one sleeve, Uber on the other sleeve. That's it. This is need me a declinology shirt ASAP. Man. Oh, shit, I forgot. Hold up. Let me see something real quick. Because I can put that. Oh, hold up. HTTPS J and B. Wait a minute. I think that's like, yep. So that's the site right there. Well, because I built this website back in 2015 because I used to do biker shirts all the time because all of us bikers, we never got represented for the M109R. We don't ride Harleys, we ride M109. So I started making M109R gear. Now I just make whatever. I don't care. I make shirts like this, America, because I represent. And I'm like, I feel free. I feel, how I feel when I wake up, when I'm out kicking it and shit. And that's what I do, man. I just, every once in a while, if I feel like I want to make something, like when I made that shirt, it's a rideshare rule for me. High profits over high acceptance rates. That's my rule. I'd rather go for profits than worry about my fucking AR. I don't want to worry about my AR. I need money. And it's like, it's the way of us being able to have that freedom to make that decision. And that's why when it says the American way, And I got my American shirt on, my American flag. And if you look at how it's set up, we got gold at the top, then you got red, white, and blue. Everything I do is in the spirit of this country, man. Everything I do. And I set it up like that because that's how I feel. I love where I live. And I know we talk shit about it all the time, but I'd rather be here than overseas in prison for yelling at some fucking body. And that's just how I roll. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything I make it with my energy. I make it with the spirit of who I am. And I set it up like that. No MP. I can't stand you. I can't stand you, Jay. This motherfucker said no NPCs allowed on. I can't stand you, dog. That shit is fucking funny as hell. That shit's stupid, man. Hey, he said, just got a $10 tip from a former Uber driver. Mentioned she was easy to make 300 back in the day. Yeah, it was easy back in the day, man. Now, not so much. But we can do 300 a day if we do it the smart way. A lot of us do it the smart way, and we can make 250, 300, 300. But it's so surprising. Because when you don't look at your app, when you don't look at how much money you're making, when all you're doing is focus on where's the surge, where am I at, how much did my last ride pay, did everything come through how it's supposed to come through, don't even look at your totals. Don't look at it. Lyft fucked up because Lyft always shows the total. I don't like to see my total. I just want to see what the last ride was so I can see when the tip's coming. Because when you finally get a break and you say, okay, let me see how much I made, that's the surprise right there. When you sit there and go, oh shit, I just made like $100. Damn, that shit was quick as a motherfucker. I don't like running it's like I said, it's like counting your money at the crap table. I don't want to count money at the crap tables, man. But it's like shit. Yeah, no high AR drivers, we will kick you out of the event. Yeah, exactly. I hit 120 in 4 hours a day, and then it fell dead on his face. It happens like that sometimes, man, because that shit'll do it. It'll be jumping, and all of a sudden, just like flat. Like the app is not lighting up for nothing. No surge nowhere. No, like all the pings are trash. Like, damn, hold up, $4 for 7 miles? Nope. You'll cruise a little bit more. $8 for like 15. Nope. Just turn the app off. Time to go home. He's like, I'll show your AR percent at the door. Exactly. Motherfucker be like, no, man, we need AR at the door. What's your AR? Oh man, I'm doing amazing. I'm at 98%. Yeah, you can't come in. Sorry, you can't come in. Exactly. 8%. Yeah, you can sit at the head table 8%. Shit, I'm at like 21, 22%. I'm in the middle. The head tables, the lowest ARs all get to sit in the front. You motherfuckers be like, we need to get like them. That's the vibranium tables, god damn it. That's anybody under 10% has got vibranium. That's Wakanda level shit right there. Like, man. Oh yeah. Melvin, I was on that shit already. I was on Wakanda looking ass motherfucker. Duwato said, if I know how to drive smart, I could have made a lot more money, man. Yup. And that's the thing. My app used to be on auto accept, and I used to have to keep declining. Now it's not on auto accept because it was canceling back then. Now it's like, nope, no auto accept whatsoever. Don't deal with that shit, man. Only goes up to 18 on weekends. That's me. When I get to a good area and it starts jumping, then I'll do it. But man, that's just the Wakanda shit. We looking for the lowest ARs in the area. Man, that's how we get down. Your AR can be low in high population areas. Yeah. Like I said, and it's always market dependent because a lot of times, especially when you're in a low population area, I think not only rideshare would be good, but delivery would be good. You got to match them. You gotta like mix that shit up. Do delivery while you're doing AR. While you're doing delivery. Because what you do is you do rideshare. And you'll get somewhere near restaurants. Turn on your app for delivery. Try to pluck that area for a whole bunch of good deliveries. After you're done plucking that area, turn that shit back on the ride share again and get you to another area. See if it'll drop you out by another box of restaurants. If it's by restaurants, do that shit again. You're like, cool, let me do this. Turn that shit back to delivery. Pluck the shit out of that area for delivery. Get another ride for ride share. Do that, man. And just keep doing that. Yeah, tip baiting, you got to do DoorDash for that shit, man. Now he knows the destination filter on Lyft. Jeffs is a short hops master. That's right, man. I'll put that shit and I'll be like, this 5 miles, man. I'm like, this shit's crazy. I'll move that shit all the way down. Be like, this can't be 5 miles. Jeff, you doing 12 hours podcast? Sorta. Because I did like, 5 or 6 yesterday or something. I need to get off this motherfucker. Paw Patrol gets in for free. Hey, Wes, I got to call it good because I need to go get me some lunch. Because I got to drive tonight. So I'm going to go grab me some lunch real quick, man. Go in here and fix me some hot dogs. I went and bought some new sausage links. I'm gonna eat me some sausage links in this motherfucker. Man. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna end this live stream, but I appreciate you guys jumping on again. And I just, like I said in the beginning, I just wanted to clear some air on some shit, man, because a lot of us, we had an opportunity that we could have capitalized on, and it's gonna kind of haunt us for a little bit. The more we think about it, the more we're gonna be like, damn, we could have capitalized on that shit, man. We had his attention. But you know what? Shit happens. Shit is, it's like a good ass ride getting away from you. Shit happens. What we got to do is we got to keep doing what we're doing, bouncing back. We need to figure out what's going to happen on October the 18th. You too, King James. Appreciate you, brother. We need to figure out what's going to happen on October the 18th. A lot of people going to be moved over. But shit, man. Jeff about to have mods on 3 different shifts, 24/7. Exactly. And once that, you know, we got all fucking winter, man, to try to make up this money. Let's do it. Let's make up this money this winter. I think we're all on this short shit for a while. We're going to be on these short hop shit. Let's keep chasing the surge down. Use that Uber Pet if you have to. You know, if you know you can't get a surge, use last ride. Because if you don't lose that last ride, they're going to try to throw you a ton of fucking rides before you end it. Use last ride. That way, when that person gets out and you end it, you know exactly where you are. And you can see there's surge like 2 blocks north of me. There's surge like around the corner from me. Use that last ride because that's going to help you. Yep, Uber Pet. Just as soon as you enable Uber Pet and that person gets out the car, you can now see exactly where everything is. You can see where everything is. So Noble, you right. And I might start doing that too, because sometimes I'll do last ride. I might start doing Uber Pet and see how that shit work. I like that idea. That's a good idea. All right, brother. All right, King James, hit me up, man, because I need to figure out that car situation. We'll talk, brother. We'll definitely talk. We can go make some moves, man. Let's make some moves. Get this shit going, man. All right, the Dolphins, those in San Diego, California, need to hang out around Camp Pendleton around paydays. Marines get paid on the 1st and 15th. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mike Penna, this is Jeff is a big teddy bear. Don't let him fool you. You wrong for that shit, dog. See, a big fucking teddy bear. This motherfucker right here, like shit. I'm Teddy Ruxpin. I'm the Teddy Ruxpin that be cussing and shit. No, I'm just kidding. All right, J7. I always say the truth. Jeff 100. I call that sniping. Later, fam. Always great tips. Hey, y'all. Y'all be out there. Jeff couldn't hear what you say about the pet app. Oh, the pet app. Oh, we just use it. That's all. We use that a lot. We just move it over to Uber Pet so we can at least make it to get to some surge or something like that. Hey, Noble, he's one of those guys that use Uber Pet too. So we both on that same shit, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Mike, man. Hey, love you guys too. Real shit, man. And if I didn't have love for y'all, if I really didn't have love for y'all, dead serious, I wouldn't be doing everything I can do to help people out. And I really believe that we can, you know, take care of some bills. And I think of that shit every day. I don't just think of my own bills. I think of bills on other people's tables. So when I'm kicking rides out, I'm hoping somebody gets that money because I'm like, I can't use that money. I really hope somebody can use it. You know, knock out some bills, get a little clarity, get some clearance in your life and shit. Because as drivers, I mean, we all we got at this point. We got a lot of motherfuckers against us. All right, peace out, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Once again, I appreciate you guys coming on live. I didn't want to go this long, but man, here we go. We always doing it.